You're now tuning into the sounds of the Potnas podcast.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Potnas podcast, season 7, y'all. Episode 46.
Is it 46?
Or 47, I'm sorry.
It's 47, bro.
Already fucking up, right? Where's the button?
Yeah.
All right. If you're watching right now, we have a lot of people in the studio, and it is quite funny how they are all mute right now. But we're going to get straight into it. Welcome to the Potnas podcast, where we are delivering our perspective on topics, news, and shit. And we are your hosts, the Potnas, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the mup? All right. Starting off with the partner that has the greatest vocabulary of them all. Give it up for Dino, a.k.a. the Dictionary.
He don't even feel old. You gotta stop playing uncle. I gotta get his brother.
All right. We don't have Bradley on the show today because Bradley is taking care of family business. All right, but I'm sure he is enjoying his time post LA. Can't wait to hear all about it in the episodes to come. Bradley, we miss you. We love you. Peace, brother. And I am going to actually introduce myself before we introduce our guests, all right? I am the most explosive partner of them all. God damn it. And you ain't never met a friend like me. Hey! Shut him up, baby! It's the boy Live Tizzle, the Live Thrizzle. And we have 4 guests.
That's a lot.
4 guests. This is our first time we have 4 guests in the building, ladies and gentlemen. First up, we have an illustrious queen in the building. She is a therapist.
Okay.
She's got it on her shirt.
Yes.
She is a mother. She is a beautiful wife. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a member of Delta Xi Alpha.
Man, he's
Alpha.
busting it out
Alpha.
there.
Sorority Incorporated. Give it up for Zamaria. Yeah. Where the kids at?
But they daddy.
All right. Daddy on duty, huh?
Okay.
All right. Yes. Next to her, this guy, he is known to be the life of the party when I'm not around.
Wow.
He goes all the way back. To the UT days, the HT days. Boy, what campus were you not on back then, huh?
What's up with it, brother?
What the fuck? Hey. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor and pride to introduce this great guest, hailing all the way from Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for none other than Miles Way. What is up, brother? How you doing?
Up, man? I'm excited, man.
Oh, yeah.
You
should be.
Man.
You're really composed right now.
Hey, man, this is a long time coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all should have seen and heard him before we went on air.
I can't wait, bro. I ain't got no stage fright, baby. Let's do this.
All right. Cool. Next to him is his brother from another mother, but they actually cousins. This guy, he's one of my fraternity brothers. Lifelong partner, what it feels like, but known this guy for almost 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the husband, the father, the noob, the coolest partner with the most composure himself. Give it up for Taylor Townsend, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just tripping. Like, it's really been.
You said what?
I'm tripping. It's really been 10 years. That's
Yeah.
Happy to be here, man.
Happy to be there. And happy belated birthday, by the way.
Appreciate
it. Yeah.
Big 3-1.
Oh, man. Y'all niggas getting old.
And then she's not on mic. Or she's not on camera, but she is on the microphone. The wife, the beautiful wife of Taylor Townsend.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and give it up for her return to the Potnas podcast. This is our second appearance. Give it up for Kyuana Townsend, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
She is. Hey.
So Kyuana, they don't get rid of Dallas people on the podcast. They brought you back for a second one, man. How that go?
Yeah.
How they go?
In doses.
Who said that Houston don't love Dallas?
We don't love Houston.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's see.
That's fake news.
Right, exactly.
I've been itching since I got here, bro. I ain't no capping in there, man.
I will mute your mic. Taylor, you better get him in order because y'all sharing the same frequency,
Hey,
brother.
man, I'm just telling you, man, it's the air quality.
Hey, do what you gotta do,
That
brother.
shit is toxic
Do
out
what
here.
you gotta do.
All right. Cool. Hey, loosen up a little bit, all right? Poured y'all some drinks. I made y'all your second, third rounds. Let's loosen up.
Let's do it.
Huh?
Let's do it.
Let's get in this motherfucker, huh? Boom. All right?
Put monitor your question.
Let's have a beautiful introduction. Let's go ahead and tell the people one at a time. Zamaria, Miles, Taylor, and Kyuana. Where you from, your occupation, and then how you're connected to the partners. Z, let's go, baby.
Okay, so I'm Zamaria. I'm from Southwest.
Southwest.
Houston, Texas.
All right.
And I'm a therapist. I'm a professor as well at TSU.
Hey.
And I went to UT, so know them from UT. I'm also an AKA, so know them from all of the Greekiness.
Ow. Cool. And then, okay, cool. Awesome.
Bet.
Miles?
I'm Miles from Dallas, Texas. I know the partners. I know all of the partners, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Really good friends with JT. Really good friends with Dino. And the beginning people of the Partners podcast, I guess you would like to, so to speak. Way back.
Yeah.
But I'm an account executive in the tech space.
Look at that.
That's dope.
I think that was the first time a lot of people that know you heard exactly what you do
Yeah, man, it's cool, man.
professionally. All right, so hit them up if you're looking to make them dollars.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hell no! Oh wait, wrong button. I'm sorry.
Man, these guys.
Taylor gang over everything. Happy birthday, brother.
Yes, sir.
Tell us
Appreciate
about
it.
yourself. All right, occupation, where you're from, and how you're connected.
Yeah. Just turned 31 yesterday. So
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Taylor from Dallas, Texas. Oak Cliff to be exact.
Yeah, Cliffside.
Yeah.
I wish I had an Oak Cliff button. I didn't come
I know,
prepared
we
for
don't-
Yeah,
that.
that would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Boy, if you I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
All right.
But yeah, I'm a civil engineer. Been in the industry about 7-8 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, met these gentlemen at UT, so we all went to college together. But yeah,
Dig.
been good.
Cool. How long you been in the bond, brother? Brother Diggs.
Damn. 10 years.
Yeah,
April,
got
April
10 years?
1st. 10
Oh
years.
yeah, shit. Yeah. Congrats. Yeah. All right. And Miss Kyuana Brown. Oh, Kyuana Townsend. Oh shit. I called her by original government name.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Tell
you
her,
gotta get it right, damn it.
Right.
All right. So, you want to tell you want to give an update since your last time, or just for the people who haven't
Who
listened
Who
to your
haven't
first
seen
episode?
me the last time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Kyuana, and I am from Dallas as well.
Oh yeah.
I know the partners from. I pretty much married into this family, so that's fine. I met everybody, but I've known them all about the same amount of time. So me and Taylor been doing this since high school. So I met them in college when he did, and yeah, we've been friends ever since. So
Yeah, baby.
and yeah, and I'm a risk analyst and control tester for Wells Fargo. So that's what I do for.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
So
Got them dollars. All right.
everybody here is employed if y'all checking.
Oh yeah.
Just in case y'all want
Successful young black
young
men and women.
successful
Yes, sir.
bunch.
We are in the spectrum, so we're good.
It can, from my perspective, it kind of gets mundane when we just constantly reiterate it. But I know how important it is once you get an experienced life and are placed in predicaments where it's not necessarily like that. When you get, like, say for example, you go back home to your hood, and you get around people that aren't as fortunate as you.
Yeah.
You take it for granted the people that you went to college with, your peers, your colleagues, things of that nature, right?
Nah,
So,
man, I definitely agree with that. A couple months back, I went into the office and the company, my company had gave us ring lights for our sales calls. And I was on Instagram posting like, they gave us ring lights for Christmas or whatever. And one guy, who remained nameless, was like, damn, bro, I thought you was in the trap. like, nah, bro, I just dress like that.
I have a real
Go to
job.
work every day. Bro.
I was about to ask you, did you already have a ring light before they even
Never,
gifted
I've
you?
never had a ring light before then. That's not me,
okay.
man. I'm not a content creator.
You got them light brown eyes and you don't even have a ring light?
Nah, man, it's not my speed. Man. I stay in my lane. Stay in my lane. But yeah, I definitely agree. You know, you have to let people know like what you do, stuff like that. You know?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. Dino!
Uh-oh.
Get the wheel!
I'm going to spin it this way.
Oh, yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time listening to the Potnas podcast or watching, all right, we have, we right after intros, depending on who's here and who's not, we get into the spin the wheel. This is a new segment that we're doing and experimenting with for season 7, and probably will be a segment to last for the seasons to come. And we have a series of segments on the actual spin the wheel segment wheel. And what do we have? What segment do we have today?
JT's question of the day.
JT's question of the day. Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Question of the day. We can actually get into it before we get into news, and then
Okay.
I'm going to hit y'all with the highlight topic, because those are questions of the day within itself. All right?
Let's do it, baby.
'Cause that's the whole reason why we got some of y'all here
Ain't
right
nobody
now.
knew.
Yeah.
It's about to get crazy. All right. So let me see what question of the day do I want to hit y'all with. I've been recording. I've been, keeping tabs of quite a few.
And by the way,
Ooh.
since we here, while we're waiting on here, what is the mystique with the glasses, baby? Y'all don't want us to see our eyes, or what's going on? I mean, y'all went into costume on the pod.
Well, one of our...
Y'all didn't
Dino,
tell
you-
us.
Baby
That was
brown
part of the
eye.
uniform.
Yeah, why y'all didn't tell us that was part of the uniform,
That's what I
bro?
did. Well, so it's bright lights.
Oh,
I have small irises. And so,
He like Courtney with his small. Who is it got small kidneys?
That's Greg.
yeah.
I can't drink too much. I got small kidneys.
Yeah.
That's what he tell us.
But
That's his excuse every time.
So is that a part of
That's
the
smart. That's
the
smart.
uniform on the Potnas podcast? Is some glasses?
Absolutely. Sometimes I don't wear the glasses because I want people to see my eyes, kind of
Yeah.
give them that human component of myself.
Yeah.
Didn't get them.
However, for the most part, D is correct for part 1 about us having the bright lights in the studio.
Yeah.
And then 2, one of our segments is called Fit Check. And not necessarily my favorite segment, because I don't necessarily have
Oh,
the
we know why, baby.
We don't have the
You ain't
time.
gotta tell us.
Oh, I'm fly today, though. I'm fly today. Oh,
He got fly. He got fly just in case. We bring just in case.
Miles came with a mission
so
today.
I gotta say, my shits are prescription though, because I'm
Okay.
blind for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm dead ass serious.
And mine.
So,
Prescription
I
shades.
always, Ray-Ban, they're prescription
Wow.
Ray-Ban.
Me and
Cool.
funny tidbit. When I met Dino, he was looking for his glasses at the Airbnb
Oh shit, that's exact.
for
So,
JT's
this is my backup pair.
bachelor's party.
My main glasses, I
Yeah.
live in Atlanta, also at an Airbnb. And I was looking for them hoes too, and I had to leave, go to the airport. So maybe that's to be fine. So that's the thing I do apparently, is leave those glasses around.
Yeah.
town.
You gotta look at Z-Lul. I have a whole bunch
Oh,
of glasses.
I just got put on
bought,
game recently.
7
And
pairs of
they're fly.
glasses for $120.
Yeah, they're fly.
Really?
They're prescription.
Would y'all ever get LASIK?
I'm actually looking into it, bro. I asked my because
I don't know.
I put my glasses down. My actual
He
prescription.
blind.
I'm blind for real, but
How you just put them down?
because
You put it down like your passport, too.
This
Huh?
guy can't
Hey,
see.
stop
Just
it.
the
Damn,
words.
nigga.
He can't see.
so
If I was on camera, I would show y'all how I was looking.
Did you find it yet?
He like this.
stop it. Okay, so listen. Anyway, who's getting out task? But yes, bro. As I was saying, man. No. I'm actually been thinking about getting LASIK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do. But
I heard it changes your life. Like, you can see again, wake up and you can see.
I'm really on that for real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more one of the things of paying for convenience, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who else wears glasses?
Me.
You
Me.
do?
Yeah.
You thought about it?
I mean, yeah. I got kids. A couple of surgeries I will be getting before I be getting these. But so for now, we're just gonna stick with the glasses.
Period. Period.
If I'm gonna get cut, it's not gonna be my eyes.
Exactly. But it's
Dino?
in other areas.
What about you, Dino?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a sensitivity to my eye.
Okay.
Because I tried prescription contact lenses.
Yeah.
And my astigmatism is so bad, they recommended hard lenses, not the soft ones. They were torturous. It was horrible. And so I realized I have
It's like having glass in your eye. It's terrible.
What it felt like. And it was terrible. So I don't know that I want somebody like cut my eyes, even with lasers or whatever. I'm good. And glasses is part of who I am.
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic of you.
No,
I love it.
You know, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't see you without glasses, bro. That's your thing.
When I don't have them on, I'm like,
you don't want to see him without them.
Remember,
no, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, legitimately, it was probably the funniest, like, intro. Dino was, like, looking in the room
like
with
Velma.
his glasses.
Oh my god, my glasses! Oh my gosh!
And, like, we was lit, too. He was like, nah,
I was
bro.
gonna say, I think I was inebriated.
And he was like, bro, I'm not going nowhere without my glasses.
Can't go nowhere without glasses.
And you know, I was flying in. I flew in.
Yeah.
I flew in. And so we were getting ready to go to Dre's, and Dino was looking for his glasses.
Oh, that was a good night.
Oh, you okay.
Bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
Thoroughly inebriated.
Yes.
Great. That was a great weekend. Townsend, y'all good? Y'all don't even have glasses, huh?
I wear glasses. Yeah, I wear glasses.
Really?
And I still wear glasses. Yeah.
I'll be false claiming.
I have like 2015, so I don't need glasses. But at post surgery, my right eye wanders sometimes.
Yeah,
when I get sleepy. Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's great.
I still can see perfectly out of both eyes.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ready for this question of the day?
Yes, please.
All right, so us black men and women being established where we are in life,
Identify as chocolate.
there are times where you won't let the sexy chocolate
He's not
men and women go, huh?
Proceed. Identify.
That's a compliment, though.
No doubt.
You all being set in your respective careers and endeavors, it can be times where you could feel a little bit insecure, right? With all of the access that we have to each other, such as social media, media in general, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
What are you insecure about?
Oh, damn.
What is your biggest insecurity of them all?
In what regard?
Oh,
You mean like professionally?
No, it can.
romantically?
You be the deciding factor. It can be professionally. It can be personally. It can be relationship wise.
oh,
It's the world is your oyster. This question is your oyster. So,
I'll start.
That's deep.
you want to kick it off?
Yeah. So biggest insecurity was my skin, but I got on Accutane, which is another reason why
You have a what?
I got on Accutane. It's like
What's
a
that?
Ridley. It's basically it's like a cancer drug that they had, and they found out that it clears your skin, but it kind of like poisons your skin to get rid of your skin. So you
You're
have
not
to be
going
on,
to have
like,
skin
two-
cancer later on in life, are you?
No, they didn't say that, but you have to be on 2 forms of birth control, and some of the side effects can be like long lasting. So, like for example, my hands still get dry and like crack and bleed and stuff like that. But I don't have acne, so that was okay. It was worth it for me because I had really bad acne. So that used to be my biggest one, but now it's my hair.
Really?
Yeah, it's always been my hair and my skin. But then I
Call
fix my
me.
skin.
Call me.
I actually, you know
I'm
what's
a
my
product queen. I try everything.
Me and you be laughing though when we talk about hair. When you be talking about hair, I actually laugh on some of your posts about hair. Not about at you, not at you, but at the things that you say. I think it's funny and relatable. Like, hey, it is what it is.
Has anybody ever, like, do your friends ever in the past come up to you directly and were really direct about your skin? Like, girl, you breaking out right now.
Not really, because I feel I'm real open about everything that I feel. So
Yeah.
everybody's already aware. Like,
I am too.
Z's having a skin day. Z's having a hair day. So, which is why Miles is like,
we talked about like,
See,
we
you
laughed
have.
about it.
She has very thick skin, don't she? Like when it comes to compliments and jabs and
Bro, I'm gonna
and
be
jokes.
honest, bro. She's funny as fuck. Like,
She is,
She's
but
a therapist. I feel like she has to
She's
have
funny
thick
as-
skin.
Not
Yeah, bro, she's
necessarily.
funny.
I know therapists that are really fragile.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't do career.
Bro, I'm in a new career, but
You go to therapy, right, Miles?
I am an advocate for therapy, bro.
You're an advocate, or are you in
I'm
therapy
in
as well?
therapy. I'm an advocate. Listen, bro. They can put me on a poster for therapy for black men. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's great, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, we definitely typing that up for real.
I guess it handed over to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you.
Insecurity,
Z. I got some more
Insecurity,
questions.
go ahead.
Insecurity. By the way, I feel like, well, it's all men.
It's a safe space.
It's men and women in
It's a
here.
safe space.
So therefore, I feel as if that.
You're speaking to thousands of people, by the way.
Obviously, but I'm saying in
But,
the room here.
yeah.
I feel like
We can be open.
all men and women share insecurities. So if somebody say they ain't got no insecurities, they lying.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cap. Me?
Not the gulp.
I don't know, man.
Be vulnerable, bro. This is good. This is
I'm
served
thinking, I would say
really good
I would
content.
just if I was just because I'm not just because I'm not the best version of myself right now. You know, I feel like I'm growing and I'm elevating myself to where I'm the best version of myself. I wouldn't say I really, but because I don't do a lot of pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the flyest nigga in the room every time I'm in the room. So,
okay, so confidence is not where you lack.
Yeah, no, that's not where I lack. You know, not at all, bro. But as far as I would say insecurity, I guess my weight. You know, sometimes my weight fluctuates. You know, it depends on you know where I'm at in life. I would say weight wise, but I'm never a guy to look on. I've learned to worry about what's on your plate, bro. Nah, I ain't never been one to worry about what's on the next nigga plate or next woman plate or whatever.
That still doesn't answer the question about what your biggest insecurity is.
No. He just said
what's on his
says
plate.
weight.
I said weight. I said if it had to be anything, it would be my weight. How my weight fluctuates.
What's on his plate?
Yeah.
You know,
At first he said that he was not the best version of himself, and then he elaborated and said that it's his weight.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It would
I
be
got the
weight
top of the
wise.
list.
You know what I'm saying? But
So you're in a place of growing. You're in a change, like a changing space.
say,
So-
man, I'm gonna be honest. If you met
But Kyuana
me,
trying to get other areas of
bro.
exposure.
But in our reality, well, Kyuana's part of my family. You know what I'm saying? We are childhood friends, and you know we've all grew up together. Me, her, Taylor have grown up together, so we've seen each other probably at every stage of life, from adolescence to adults to you know when you broke and you know
Young adults
young
and-
adults to now where we grown and we haven't. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, I would say that if you you knew me before, I'm not the same person.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm a new nigga.
I think I share that same insecurity with you. Weight has always been a thing that I struggled with.
Okay.
Just because, you know, like looking at this little curio cabinet next to me, right? Like I got action figures, and I've always wanted to look like one. And my favorite, you know, character of them all is Spider-Man, right? And I feel like if I want to be a hero to those people, then I want to like look the part as well, because it's very important. Like I do care about how I'm perceived to others, and my physical appearance is the biggest of them all, right? Even though that's not necessarily the strongest impact and strength that I have, but when I grew up on stage, like in theater, right? I'm a thespian, and I've always done like a lot of shows where I was shirtless, and you know my back. I have a background in acrobat as well, but I never had the body of an acrobat.
Gotcha.
Right, so I never had like I had it one time, but nonetheless, I recently struggled with it because I'm gonna throw one of our partners' name on. He might be on the show in the future, but Rafi, he has been on a fitness journey and fasting as well. I believe he's lit right now.
Yo, Rafi said he posted the other day. This is so odd, but he posted it and it made me laugh so hard.
I reached out to him, just the same post.
He literally said how he had been in the gym, and he said, "So if y'all see me with my titties out this summer, don't say nothing. It's not God."
Yeah. By the way,
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Yeah. By the way, Rafi is probably one of the most genuine human beings ever walked on.
Oh yeah, that's sensei for sure. But
By the way.
he said that he lost like 23 pounds, and I instantly I was like, damn.
hating him on that.
Well, not yet. I was just like, oh, okay, damn. I didn't even know that you had 23 extra pounds on you, right?
Yeah, bro. See,
And
weight
he's
is a
like,
real.
yeah.
You know, weight is one of those things that.
That's crazy.
One is genetics.
Yes, absolutely.
It's genetic. You know what I'm saying?
Where's the
genetic.
dig?
Because I can't gain weight.
For women, it's hormones. It's ridiculous. I ain't
I
gonna
got the
lie to
opposite
you.
problem. I cannot hold on. I cannot. Well, you
can't.
can, but I gotta eat when I don't
I
eat.
wish I could gain
all this
weight.
extra shit. I
Oh
don't
no.
Yeah.
Taylor's
Fam.
trying to gain weight. He been trying to gain weight since he was 14.
I've been trying to
he
gain
wear the
10
same. He
pounds
been wearing the same.
for 10 years.
Yeah, Taylor and Dino got amoeba bodies.
Yo,
Y'all remember the amoeba like animals from the Men in Black, the little and they had the coffee and shit.
Those
And the
were
coffee and the
roaches, nigga. They was one amoeba.
they were not roaches, bro.
I felt like
They were worms. They were worms. I think they were
They call
worms.
them worms. Yeah.
This
Worm
is not
body.
a compliment. This is not.
Right.
Whatever it is, it's not.
No, but I'll wrap it up. So like
Termite body.
he revealed to me how much he weighs now. He was like, and I'm throwing all his business out,
I'm
but
like, damn, you could've
the
just
weight
said my
that
partner.
I'll just put it like this: the weight that he's at right now, after 23 pounds lost, is my weight right now, and he
He's
is
also taller than you.
and he's taller than me, and he looks like he's more muscular, or like he looks like he has more meat. Like on the bones, right? Not in a bad way, like in a good way.
Yeah, I was just gonna point out that muscle weighs more than fat.
More than fat,
So
yeah.
Yeah, but for me, like my mind just won't make that connection, bro.
Same.
Like, and I don't know, like this will be a revelation for me. Do y'all look at me now and like, dang, JT look kind of muscular? Do I look muscular to y'all?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you,
said
bro.
no?
The fact that you said that weight is an insecurity of yours, bro, I've always thought you were a fit guy.
Thank you, bro. I'm really in shape,
Yeah,
but
maybe
I don't.
because I thought you were fit too. So yeah,
I've always thought you were a fit guy, bro.
I just always wanted to
That's
look
crazy.
like.
I've always thought you were a fit guy, bro.
You want a different
Since we were kids,
your body,
like since
bigger
you know?
muscles. Or
I just don't want a tummy. I don't want to like when people see me. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, damn, look at that."
Tell me your dad. What I
Oh, you
tell
look
me
like
your
you've been a dad. I know, right? I don't want the dad bod. I don't embrace that shit.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like I want to look good for Sam. I want to look good for Keiko
She
and
might like
any
that
other
bod.
kids, whatever.
She
And
might
then-
like the dad bod.
And then I want to be like an Aisha Curry, pause. But like I want to be desired by like other people and be like, dang, you look good, you look great. But
JT,
if y'all,
saying you look good and being desired.
Sam like,
hell no. Exactly.
we're getting to know each other.
Move on, bro.
We're getting to know each other. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
What's your insecurities, Taylor? Tell us.
Yeah,
Wait,
tell
shit, can we skinny niggas? What's going on? Is that y'all say the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, that's not
What's
my
going
insecurity,
on?
but I would like to gain weight as
Yeah.
easily as other people.
When you figure it out, let me know, bro.
Right. My goal is 10 pounds extra
Yeah, okay.
That sounds good.
from what I'm at right now.
Yeah.
But my insecurity is shit. I'm glad I took a long time because it took me a while to figure out what it was because I don't really have much to be insecure about. I feel, but
That's good.
I feel like I know you through Kyuana, Jonathan, Miles. I feel like I know y'all three the most in the room. And y'all are all very, open and very personable. And I just wish I kind of had that spirit to just, just want to share and
Be expressive?
Vibrant.
Yeah. I'm not that at all. So I wish sometimes I had that
Well,
kind of
vibrant and
personality.
expressive are different.
I don't like speak for him because we've had this conversation recently.
I mean, you are his other half. So,
Right, yeah, we had that conversation recently where we talked about, our insecurities. So we've had this conversation. And he just basically, because I'm a social butterfly. I've always been like that, cheerleader. Like
You're
I've
extrovert,
always,
he's an introvert.
yeah.
Facts.
And so
That's what I
opposites
mean,
attract, and I feel like anywhere where he feel like he lacks, I'm always gonna pick up the slack. So if we go to an event and he's not really vocal and speaking, of course I'm gonna talk and then make a way for him to get in and say his little 3 cents, and then I'm gonna back up so he can do what he got to do, and then so we kind of play off of that or whatever. So you don't need to be insecure about it, baby. I got you.
Hey,
But yeah, I'm working on it.
I love that.
I have to.
Love.
You got anything else you want to say? I
I'm good.
want to
Go
ask
ahead.
this question before we get to you, Keon, because this has to do with you. But this is literally for the whole. And let me know if I'm out of pocket by asking this. I'm taking us there.
We'll
I'm
do
Mr.
that.
Somebody had to say it, right?
Sound like it might be.
Oh yeah.
If you're having
I mean,
class,
I'm gonna use your wife as an example, but I don't think it's gonna be disrespectful. We brothers, but. So when she said cheerleader, right, or whatever, if anybody knows Kyuana, I know that it's ironic that she's not even on camera, but Kyuana has a very voluptuous body, right? And when she said, I thought about it because she said that she was in cheerleading, and cheerleading is exactly why she looks the way that she looks. And it's natural, by the way. No BBL, no none of that shit, whatever. It's all natural. But I'm giving the listeners a visual because this is important.
Because I'm not on getting
Now, I was talking to Courtney about this. I was like, hey, bro.
Well, go ahead.
When you scrolling on Instagram
Okay.
and you see one of your partner's ladies, and they like post like a sexy
You
pic
can't
or whatever, are you like?
You're
But
not supposed to like it.
You're not
I
supposed to
don't
like
You're
it.
not supposed to like it, bro.
Well, let me ask the question.
For
our
instance,
That's family.
one of my best friends, his wife just went to she went on vacation or whatever, but she posted her picture. The first picture was her in a bikini. I'm not liking
Was it an ass
Yeah,
pic?
bro.
It wasn't an ass
Yeah, bro. You gotta have a conversation.
Hold on.
I'm not liking that.
Then let me
That's my
twist it.
man's
Would there
wife.
be a problem if
bro.
you did though?
Bro, it's actually
I don't know.
fucking weird, bro.
Really?
Yes, bro, it's weird.
Would
bro.
it be a problem if you?
And honestly, all
If your partner was in some swimming trunks, though,
Is that your question of the day?
No.
No,
Question of
hey,
the
no,
day
but
is insecurity.
question.
Wait. Listen. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna answer my man's question. Listen, the thing is this here. I think that if we're tied in, I'm not one of those guys that feels like I can't follow your friends or you follow my friends and XYZ. I think that's kind of taboo. I think that's case by case. If you want to, sure. If you don't, fuck it. It don't matter, right?
Okay.
But in retrospect, if I do follow them and they posting pics and shit, it's kind of if I'm like, I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
It depends on the occasion, right? Like out of the 3 bikini pics that she posted in the last 3 months,
I'm not liking none of the bikini pics, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I ain't even doing that.
My point is,
and I would like that same courtesy.
I ain't doing that, bro.
I'm not going to use Kyuana in this light because Kyuana don't be posting ass pics like that, right? There are we got friends that are in relationships where they have ladies that they still portray themselves in that fast manner, right?
Well, I would
for lack of a better term. Wait,
that's sexist.
Hey, no, it's not. How is that sexist?
That's terminology.
That's sexist, bro. It's a better word to use,
Okay,
bro.
well, lack of a better term,
It's a better word.
It can be perceived as like they're just really confident with their bodies, right?
How you fast?
Boom. All right. So is that acceptable? Z?
Okay, yeah. So what I was thinking is you really have to know your partner because there's some dudes that they're just friendly, like, and they not being like weird or like flirty. They just will comment.
We have a friend. We have a friend like that. Like we have a friend like that where, like, there's people who like if I posted a bikini picture and JT liked it, it would be I wouldn't think anything of JT liking my bikini picture. I have a friend. We have another friend who same thing, same deal. However, he has had friends or counterparts or people who I assume to be his friends or people that I met through him that have like liked pictures or whatever. And like the way they like, you can like a picture without going too far.
Kyuana, no.
And
wait,
people do
here's the
that's
key
the thing.
difference, though. You posting a bikini pic versus Keisha posting a bikini pic. I'm just giving an example.
Somebody that's not your friend.
Somebody that is my friend that is the lady of one of my other partners, and this is not her real name, by the way, but she posts more seductive pictures
Right.
in a bikini. Kyuana don't post. Kyuana, Z, Sam, they're not gonna post like the seductive pictures in a bikini.
I want to see some.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, y'all not fronting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
My pictures and she got it suited up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I agree with Zamaria. I agree with Zamaria in the sense.
Wait.
I'm still not liking the photo.
Yeah, I ain't liking it, bro.
If it's my man's,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got
In a bikini. Okay, gotcha.
The thing with me, and it doesn't mean like my mind goes there.
Back up from the mic a little bit.
It doesn't mean that my mind is going there. It just simply just means that I have enough. I want the same courtesy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that you feel me. I think that everything is about how you navigate and drive your boat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just want the same courtesy, bro. You feel me? Because I don't even want you to even be feeling like me thinking that you like it when I like. You know what I'm saying? Because then the waters get a little muddy, and then you know what I'm saying.
I guess as a woman from the outside looking in, because I know all of y'all, I know y'all's partners and the people that you've dated in the past. So it's like for me, I know that I personally would never be anybody's type of his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like my mom. So
What? You capping right now?
No,
you said you.
No, listen. So my mom, we talked about this. We talked about this earlier, y'all. My mama, so we were talking about it, and it's random as hell. Literally just today, swear to God. So my mom was like, "Do you have?" Because all of my friends that I have right now are like my mom friends, my wife friends, and then my best friends from like childhood. Aside from like maybe 3 or 4 of my friends, when I started putting all my friends in a group. My mama said, "You got about 4 black friends. Everybody else is mixed. They half for something." And I was like, literally everybody's wife is like mixed with something. Like, seriously, everybody's half white, half Mexican, half, you know.
I ain't met these friends.
So I'm like, everybody's wife is Kendra's half Hispanic.
What are you talking
Sam's
about?
half white.
Well, we're gonna be in Dallas in 2 weeks.
So what I'm saying, so my mama was saying that.
She's talking about you, Dick. What are you talking about?
No, seriously, like your wife she's mixed.
Right here.
She's
You talk.
But I was just saying.
No, but she was making it seem like that they were like literally non-black.
Oh,
Like,
no. So my mom she was just saying like that I didn't have any like all black friends or whatever. But I'm like, so for me and my mom, like, I feel like all of my guy friends, their wives, like all of my guy friends are into mixed chicks. Like they're all into like mixed and like the exotic looking. So that's my thought process.
Yeah.
See, that's a whole nother.
But yeah, right. So, but we gotta get into our insecurities because I'm ready. You ready for mine?
Yes. What is yours?
Okay. So, I think that probably right now, like one of my biggest insecurities is what he thinks is like my biggest everything is probably like one of my biggest insecurities. Not that I don't like that I'm so social, but I feel like sometimes I feel like I can be a bit much because of how like open and how just I am. I talk. I'm just real like that. And so for me, I it just makes me a little bit insecure in new settings because I don't want to be perceived as, oh, she extra or she did too much or you know what I mean.
Well, we talked about that though.
We talked
about that.
And so that's my thing.
I'm not following. Like,
so
you know what she's talking about?
I know exactly.
I can agree with you and
elaborate.
I wanted to say that as well, and not to like overtalk you or whatever, but I agree. But I told you this when we were at the hospital. Tidbit. I told God, I was like, hey, I told God, I was like, look, man, if you
talking about God, like,
yeah, the big man.
I told him.
I told God,
okay,
like,
we talked to him.
We talked.
What's happening?
And I told God, I'm like, moving forward, man, if you save my partner, save my brother, man, I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna be a different me, and I want to be felt without having to be heard. You know what I'm saying? See, when you I
feel like y'all are speaking very general. Like I'm still.
So let me hold on. I'm gonna break it down for you. So for me,
bro.
so like how like. But see, the thing is that the reason that you're having a hard time receiving what I'm saying is because you're the same as me. And so that's why.
And he ain't got to that point yet where he...
Right. So because me and you are the same, you would never... You met me, and for the moment you met me, we literally have been like this, clicked up, the same personality, everything. But going into a different setting, like he said, he's an engineer. So he works with a lot of people who are very conservative. They're all very introverted. They're all sciencey. They're really quiet. So for me to go into like his corporate events and his functions and stuff like that, when I go in, I'm just me. I'm like, hey everybody, hey y'all, I'm nice to meet y'all.
So you mean you're overexpressive?
And so it's like for me. So I feel like that can be perceived as, oh my God, Taylor's wife came in and she was so loud. She did so much, and I just don't want. And yeah, exactly. But it's just kind of like, for me, what makes me so insecure about it is I feel like I've been like this my entire life. So why, at my big age, am I gonna try and be something different? Because it's like because I'm kind of learning to grow into you're either gonna like it or you're not.
That's good.
But you know what I mean? I'm growing into. I'm kind of, but it's growing pains because again, this is my person. This is my, you know what I mean. So it's like meeting his work people, his friends, and then going into me having a new career. When I hop in like on my work calls, I work from home, and all of the people on my team, we've never met each other personally. We finally decided to do a call next week where we're going to get on camera and like see each other's faces, because half of them don't have, I have a picture on my icon. They don't have pictures. I don't know what they look like or anything. Well, I knew what some of them look like because I went and looked them up on LinkedIn.
Well, that's because they're all engineers.
Because I've been needing to know.
And engineers don't put pictures of themselves.
So I'm at my job. And so,
at your job.
Right.
Okay.
So now I'm like, but I'm nervous about it. You know what I'm saying?
But I would just say, man, because sometimes, and I agree with Kyuana, and like Zamaria said, she agrees too, because sometimes people can.
You agree with what?
Agree with what she's saying in the sense that it could be insecurity, because people can weaponize that. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Yeah,
and people have, which is why that's what makes it so hard, bro. Because people have done that before. Like when I was younger, like believe it or not, I didn't have a whole lot of friends growing up. Like my same couple of friends that I have now are literally the same friends that I've always had, and that's because they've literally accepted exactly how they accepted me in the form that I came. And I've had other friends that I've tried to grab them and grasp. I've met people along the way that are okay with that. And then the friends that I like kind of came into as an adult. But like other than that, like people, I didn't have a whole lot of friends growing up because I've always been myself. I'm loud. That can come off very, and sometimes, and I didn't realize until maybe a couple years ago, and talking about it with my therapist, she asked me, you think it's an insecurity and you think that people are like judging you for it. Have you ever considered that people who aren't as vibrant are just jealous or intimidated by that, which also could cause another, that's another, but that one, like, that's something totally different. However, but then it makes my insecurity even bigger because of course I'm a sweet person. I don't want you to feel no type of way. Like, baby, come as you are, and so I don't want to be that. So it's like, it just kind of makes me kind of uneasy in walking into a room. I want everybody to just be open and because Taylor doesn't talk a whole lot.
That's hilarious.
But it's like,
if I knew that you was going to talk this much, I would have put you in Taylor's chair.
I'm screaming.
People
he
can't
don't
even
talk
see
a whole
you.
lot.
So
I know.
people that are watching, they're literally just watching us just sit in these chairs.
Listening to me. Yeah.
They're like,
okay, I'm sorry. I'm
watching
gonna
us,
stop talking so
listening
much.
to you.
Go ahead.
No. You're good. A lot of insight, a lot of perspective.
Dino.
You never gave us one. And you better not say your glasses.
And you better say your glasses, Dino.
See, I was gonna say because I've always been blind. So.
You don't know what it's like not to be blind.
No, I really don't. I don't know. I was thinking hard about this one because as y'all were talking, there's something that I could kind of see myself in somewhat, but none of them are strong enough that I would say like, yeah, I've always been a skinny guy. I'm cool being a skinny guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I've very much been good in that. I can understand where she's coming from because I had to learn to acclimate to the corporate environment, and I'm who I am, where I'm from. Right. But I learned to navigate those waters so well that I never really had an insecurity about it. So I'm thinking, what do I? It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of cliche if you know what I do and how you just muted my mic. Are we recording?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my
fault. Take my
Go
voice
ahead.
away.
No. It's 'cause I was trying to take away Miles adjusting the mic, and then I hit the wrong button.
Sorry.
Keep going.
I don't know. I would say it's not really I don't know if it classifies as it's the closest thing to an insecurity that I can muster up right now is my current business acumen. I'm a creative G, and we were talking about how, I've been working for me for the greater part of a year and some change. And okay, I'm still out. Oh wow, that was good. What was all that noise?
There's Miles adjusting the mic. Keep talking.
Okay, yeah. So we were talking about it earlier. Entrepreneurialism is romanticized like a mug, bro. Like
especially in nowadays.
Oh, of course.
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
I think
thanks to COVID.
Ownership is really important. I think everybody should own some shit, own their shit. But I don't know, like business is not for everyone.
A lot of people about to get exposed.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, not you particularly because you bought that life. That's part of your steez. It's embedded into your DNA.
Oh wow!
But a lot of people are doing it for the perception purposes, and they're going to get exposed because entrepreneurship is a longevity game, is it not?
Oh yeah. Well, it's a faith game, is what it is.
You gotta bet on yourself.
You have to have
for sure
complete confidence that you can win.
You gotta know that this gamble is gonna pay.
It's gonna pay off,
and that's the problem.
But it's long term too.
You have to know it is.
Yes.
Because, and that's what we were talking about earlier. There's ebbs and flows, right? And some of my lowest points, not figuratively speaking, literally, in my journey, shook me to the point where Tiz will tell you I was on the cusp of going back to the plantation just because I knew I could make good bread. I could make it work there. But I had going back to a place that I had just left that put a sweet package together to get me back where I was just at. But it's when you, it's funny because I ran into 3 random people. I'm not going to go into detail about the stories, but it's one guy at a Barnes & Noble on the second floor was looking at a Wakanda cookbook. I was like, oh shit, they got Wakanda cookbooks. And he saw was that a Wakanda cookbook? So it's this old black guy. He's from Seattle. We're chopping it up, and he's me in the future. I was like, damn. He got the same number of kids in the same type of shit, but older.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this other dude, I'm not gonna get into much about who he is because I'll get canceled. But he's somebody that I didn't expect to hear from. Same thing. The message that I kept getting was stay the course, pretty much.
You gotta see it through, Dino.
And so it really it buckled down. But I mean, the insecurity was man, you're in rooms with people. All my people, I have a dope cipher. My circle, all of y'all are popping. Everybody around me is really, really dope. I'm so proud of everybody. And so when you're in a room full of people, it kicking ass. And it's damn, they don't know you really low key struggling. You trying to get your shit together. You trying to figure some shit out right now. It's tough.
But the thing is, though, bro, is that it's not, in a way, bro, everybody trying to figure their shit out.
Absolutely. But you have such
we're in that era. I think we're all in that era.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
We're all becoming parents. We're becoming wives and husbands and navigate. Because we're at that, I'm proud of the fact that we didn't just say forget it and just jump off the porch too soon. Yeah. And because I love that. All of my friends are except for Mouse, everybody else, we all waited and we waited. We became parents later, and we got married and all the other stuff. Yeah. We did everything later on, and so we did it at a point to where. But now we're transitioning from young adults to this is the life that this is the life that I want. Because now you're knowing exactly who you want to be. Yeah. So this is the setup for the future. Like you said, this is literally the setup for where we're going to be.
But the thing is this here though, man.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Like I said, bro, you got to really just focus on your plate. Like I said earlier, you got to focus on your plate, bro. You really got to focus on your plate, bro. Understand, bro? Iron sharpen iron, bro. You could be where you at, chopping it up with Taylor, chopping it up with JT, and then that just, you just throwing a little bit of seasoning on yours. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with Zamaria, throwing a little seasoning on yours. So I feel like everybody is in that mode, bro.
I have something that I want to say about that. To just be on the opposing end of it and playing devil's advocate and
But we don't
giving
need it.
unique
We don't need
perspective.
it. We don't need it.
How about I leave it with the audience for you all to talk about.
All right.
When it comes
Let's go.
to, making it, giving the perception that everything is cool and you're not sweating, I think that's dangerous sometimes because
For sure.
you work as hard as how you're being portrayed. If you're being portrayed as, I got it together, I'm composed, but you're struggling really deep down, how are your friends and your peers going to know to help you when you're in those
You may not want their
lows?
help.
That's the big thing whenever you're doing entrepreneurship. It's like, well, how
To
can
the
you
mic.
help? Oh, yeah. Well, like, how can you help? So,
There's no way you can help me.
yeah,
Jay.
like,
Just,
no, this is just
I
part
had
of
to
the
tell my
process.
wife, baby,
Yeah.
and she wanted to help me so bad. She tried so hard to help me, y'all.
Yes.
it was nothing. It was nothing baby could do.
But
for me.
I'm talking about in the realm of like your friends, your peers, right? Especially with black
What nothing
men.
they could do for me.
We don't like to see each other. Like we don't want other people to see us sweat, and then we don't even
That
get
part,
into.
yeah.
And we don't even get
I
into
agree.
relationships. Wait, hold on. We don't get into relationships until we are in a position to take care of ourselves and be at that point to where we can represent and take care of our family in the event that we're going to be the sole breadwinner of the household, or the single income from our whole entire family lineage, right? And we need to make sure that we can make ends meet in
It's
the
a
event.
blessing and a curse, I think, JT. I
It
get what
is.
you're saying. I love
That's
that.
the point. What I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I want to highlight
I
the
think
curse
that was
though.
a great segue to get into the.
I think
Yes.
I think that's what that
So,
was.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I think we're gonna skip news this time. Have y'all seen Creed 3?
No,
Bro, haven't
we
seen
gotta
it, bro.
skip it anyway.
Y'all fucking
but,
suck.
hey,
Y'all didn't do y'all's homework.
We going.
It just came out last week.
Yeah, bro, give us some time. Give us some time. Hey, I'm gonna be.
I wanted to talk.
We got
I wanted to
kids.
give a review.
We got
You want to give a review?
Everybody-
All right.
I haven't seen it, bro.
Businesses, consulting. Exactly.
All right.
Teaching, we're
So, ladies and gentlemen,
growing.
I would just want to give y'all a heads up that news is a segment, and we're not gonna do it sometimes in some episodes.
They know, bro. They
All
know
right.
since season
No. But we have always done a news segment every episode. Moving forward,
The audience
I
knows.
want to put more emphasis on the highlight topics. This is a Potnas first. You've heard it here first. All right. And I'm letting it know. We got to maintain accountability and consistency with our audience and our listeners, right? So we're gonna
Quick
skip
question.
news.
We're
Yes.
gonna be skipping news.
We're skipping news today, bro.
What if we all seen Creed 3 and your listeners have not? Then you spoiled it for them.
Then we no. Wait. Because I put in the show notes the time.
They don't read them
the time
show notes.
checkpoints. No, they do.
Not everybody.
They absolutely, because I
Or
didn't
just
post
put
it once I
just
listened.
put Creed spoiler in the thing.
I did exactly. I'm
yeah.
like, hey,
Spoiler
spoiler,
alert.
skip to
Spoiler
the
alert.
next time chapter.
Okay,
and then they hop
just-
over.
just a
That's what
question.
they do.
Lock in, bro. Let's go in. Let's lock in, bro.
All right.
Let's lock
So
in.
I don't have a button for the highlight topic yet, but
Let's do that.
If y'all ain't never had freeze dry skills, you gotta
I
go
guess we
try
can
hey.
use this one.
Shout out
Hey.
Farmers Market. Shout out Farmers Market. Hey, suburb shit.
Highlight topic of today's episode.
What is
Right. So we were kind of talking about the ebbs and flows of perception when it comes to like making sure that we perceive ourselves in the best manner possible, making it look like we're never sweating and we got it all together. When sometimes in reality, there are points where we're at all-time lows
Struggle
and we're
gang.
struggling financially, maybe mentally, physically, emotionally. And I'm glad that we have a
Spiritually.
certified therapist here with us right now because of Potnas Podcast. We got
I would
all
like to
kinds
go on
of
record and
talented
say
people.
she is not a certified therapist. She is a licensed.
License. Oh, come on. Here we go. Yeah, let's go.
It's a big difference between certified and licensed.
It is.
Enlighten us
It
on the
is.
difference.
Facts.
I do science. I am a
come on.
scientist.
Come on.
The things
Look
that I
at
do
that.
are
Look at
science.
Do you
We're not just
prescribe?
talking.
Do you prescribe any?
I do not.
You don't. Damn, I was trying to get you.
Yeah, I do not.
On the,
Why are you always trying to get some drugs?
you trying to?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get you another.
I did not. I had forgot the camera was in the room. I ain't gonna.
That's perfect.
I forgot the camera was in the room. Trying to see what's up, man.
No. All right. So today's highlight topic.
What we talking about?
The reason why, one of the reasons why Z is on the show, besides us being really good friends, and it's really good to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you in years, and I'm glad. But we picked up exactly where we left off, and that's
dope.
key in relationships, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure that you are in those types of friendships. You had made a post. I woke up one morning a couple of months ago, and I got to preface it.
Yeah.
And I logged on to my Facebook and
Not
getting
Facebook,
ready to.
Grandpa.
Well, listen.
Oh, sorry.
No. Because I was doing Potnas work. I was doing marketing.
Now you
all
cool
right.
again. Yeah.
And then the first post that I see,
Okay.
normally it's like family members and whatnot, but I see Zamaria's post, and it's a long one. And whenever Zamaria posts a long post
On Facebook?
She got something to say.
yeah, she got something to say. Look, and you got to pay attention because, like,
Facebook is a wild place.
Facebook is like, yes, like how Snapchat is.
You can go. Yeah, you
even be on
If you want to find the hoes, go to Snapchat. If you want to find the family shit, go to TikTok. If you want to go, stop. Y'all not finna fucking cap. I know we got our wives here, but nigga,
I'm not married. And I still don't use my Snapchat, bro. They can. Only thing I see is the.
I think what JT is trying to say is
Snapchat,
every platform, like social media platform, is known for something different.
Yeah,
right.
So Facebook,
Zamaria posted
freaks everywhere.
on Facebook this long message, but it was not on Instagram. So I was like, oh, okay. So yes, that's what I'm trying to get at.
You felt the way.
So I was like, oh, let me see. And she was like, y'all, I'm sorry. We got
So
something to
what
say.
prompted this, Demario?
Hold on. You want to preface it? You want to go ahead and get into the details?
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
explain.
this is podcast generation. People be talking about 50-50 all the time.
All the
And I saw this
50-50,
girl
huh?
post. It was a Valentine's Day post, but she was kind of like basically bragging that her dude just did a lot of things for her, which is great for her. But everything she was talking about was kind of financially irresponsible and also just didn't seem very fair to the partnership that I have known marriage to be. So I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. And then also I was just recently talking to somebody about like just how much people make. So this 50-50 conversation just kind of doesn't make sense with the amount of money that most people are making, because like only 10% of the population makes more than $100,000.
Wow.
So
had no idea about that. And what that was one of the things that really kind of caught my eye about it. And you being studious of science and being a licensed therapist, right? I'm sorry, a
license.
What?
License.
Yeah. Okay. What was studious? Like he called me out on the word. He was like, I didn't like the. Oh, you like the word? Okay. Well, anyways,
That's an SAT word.
you saying and bringing up that statistic that immediately got me, and I rarely comment on other people's posts when it's controversial, but I felt compelled. I was like, I got to invite her on the show because when I saw that statistic and I saw like her perception and her stance on that, I was like, ooh. So I'm gonna let you continue on, but what was her stance like? Like, do you want to go a little bit more into detail as far as like what she was talking about?
No.
And then did you agree and disagree?
I definitely disagree
with what
because
she had going on. Okay.
basically she was talking about her partner working like 13-hour shifts so that she could stay at home, which is cool if you need to stay at home for the child and things like that. But I was just basically saying, there was a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would say that seems like the push right now is that everybody just wants to stay home while their partner works these long hours to take care of things that are just financially irresponsible.
Because the internet tells them to. That's why.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a bean. That's what it is. The
But what
internet
if it
tells
makes
them
them both
that.
happy?
She had mentioned that she had got her car totaled, and she was like, I got to settle for something like a little bit less and cheap and simpler. And then she was like, but my man told me, babe, nah, you get what you want. Get that Benz that you want. Get that G-Wagon that you want. I got you. And don't even worry about getting a job or whatever. Like, my job or whatever. I'll take care of the whole entire household.
I'm not
You're my
doing
job.
that.
Yo. What? But, okay.
I'm sorry.
Say that point or
I'm
whatever,
sorry.
because I want to get back to that as to why. Because we've talked about it, on the pod before about stay-at-home parents, more specifically stay-at-home moms, right? And now that we've got a whole entire panel
Why
here,
you can't be a work-at-home mom? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we don't want to highlight work-at-home moms because you're still working and you.
Kyuana from the same
It's
place
not
I'm
really
from,
a huge difference between you working at home and working
at a
place because you still got to pick up your kids if you have them, and then you still got to do your motherly duties, right? So it's not really a key difference. But I highlight stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home parents in general because that indicates that you do not have a job besides parenting and taking care of the household.
That is your job.
Unless, right, my job. When people say my job is a stay-at-home parent, rather than I'm a stay-at-home parent. You know what the key difference is? My job. All right, they threw in the fact that their job. No, you assume that that's their job, but I've known people, especially Sam. We have a lot of people. We've encountered a lot of people. Being in the Air Force, we traveled around the world a lot. We met a lot of people saying, fam, it is common practice or commonality for women that are wives to military men to be stay-at-home moms.
Okay.
Not as a job, though.
So
just being a stay-at-home. They don't do nothing.
Okay.
They don't take care of the household. Household is a mess. Household is freaking filthy. They going out. They shopping. They shopping online.
Are the kids
utilizing their man's income.
Damn.
They're not taking care of the kids. The kids eat like shit,
crusty.
eating French fries and hot dogs, pizza. Not necessarily giving them the adequate amount of attention that they need. And if that's how you run your household, then fine. But we're humans. We can't help but compare. Right, so, and contrast.
The number one question, I guess, would be is do we agree with 50-50 relationships in as far as the woman staying at the crib and the man paying all the bills?
But that's not 50-50 to me. That's 100.
That's 100 to 0.
That's 100-0.
That's 100 to 0.
50-50
So if we
both are working.
Yeah. So in the retrospect of, if you want my opinion, I guess if I'm gonna pop it off, I think everybody got to pay their way, man. You feel what I'm saying? I think everybody got to pay their way, bro. I'm going to just keep it all the way 100. And and that doesn't mean...
Expound.
That doesn't mean like, you got to pay... Like, we penny pinching or we counting favors. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you go buy me something and I don't give you nothing, then shit, we green. You just got me a gift today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like too many times, bro, social media really fuck up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, social media really fuck up a lot of shit because it's just because that goofy ass nigga want to pay everything and don't make you pay for nothing and do all that. That's that nigga, man. Worry about.
Now, I'm with you, but explain why that makes him goofy.
I'm saying
as far as paying for everything,
because. You know what? It ain't goofy, but that worked for him and what he got.
No, you said what you said.
Stand to the toes. I'm gonna stand on business. I'm saying that's goofy in my eyes.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And the reason being is because I feel like shit.
You got other stuff you could be paying for.
Bro, relationships are give and take, man.
So is that inconsiderate of the woman?
No, shit.
Why? How is it not?
No, you said is it inconsiderate of the woman?
Yes.
Or inconsiderate of the man?
Oh yeah.
I believe it's inconsiderate of the woman.
The man is goofy by letting her.
Bro, if you're not bringing nothing to the table, if you're not bringing nothing to the table, bro, and I'm going out, and I'm paying for everything, food, man, fuck all that, man. You got me fucked up, dog. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Everybody gotta pay they way, straight up.
When I hear that, everybody pay your way.
And it don't mean like. You got to pay for your own food. We going Dutch in this motherfucker.
Well, you got to hear his standpoint because he's living this right now.
Yeah. So when I hear that, what resonated with me was I think I interpreted it a bit differently. When I hear everybody pay your way, this is something that it's something foundational in my household. Mm-hmm. Everyone in my cipher has a role to play. We all have a job.
Yes.
My daughter is 5 years old. She has a job. Her job is to go to school and be the best she can. Try to learn as much as she can. Just
be a kid.
Our job to be a kid, be a good person. Like we all have a job. Everyone has a role. Right?
Can I ask you a question though?
So
like you're willing to
pay your way. It's like
right.
Everyone has something to do, something to contribute to this house. In the
whether it's monetary or other way, correct.
Otherwise,
right.
If currently I am the quote unquote breadwinner right now. My wife has been a stay at home mom for the greater part of 8+ months.
But your wife ain't lazy, and she ain't. If she needed exactly, you get what I'm saying.
So are we talking? Wait, listen. So are we talking 50-50 right now, just financially, or in all aspects of the relationship?
Bro, I'm talking about financially, spiritually, emotionally.
Okay, but can we stay in the financial bubble right quick?
We can do that.
Usually, that's financial people.
So, and I'm not gonna highlight you because, like the only reason why you're.
There's always an exception to the rule.
I just seen something.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
So Dino's example isn't like I don't want to highlight that because Jen is a hard-working woman. She's about to hit her year, and I know. But the reason why I don't want to like highlight. Okay, well, no. We'll actually use you as an example.
I think it's a great example.
Why are you okay? Like with you being the single source of income for your family of 4 or 5 if you include your fur baby.
Hey, my boy Ziggy, that's my son.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a bit of additional context. So I used to be a person who, because I never saw it, with the sole exception of perhaps my grandfather, or maybe my great grandparents, whom I've never met. a woman staying at home and taking care of the home front wasn't an option because we both, like, all the examples of parentage I saw thus far was we all need to work. Hell, even the kids gonna work. You gonna take care of shit. You work.
Throw some newspapers, take out some trash.
For real. Yeah, but everybody got a job.
Go cut some yards. Go pick up some. Nigga, everybody is working.
Yeah, everybody got a job.
We all gotta make. We all have to contribute to this thing that we're trying to build.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so that's just the mindset I had. So even in excess, even if I like, if I had a life where money was there was no monetary concern whatsoever, and I could just snap and whatever, I still would raise my children where they needed to know that everything that we have is because we worked for it in some capacity. That even you have contributed to what we have right now.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question
like,
then. Okay, I'm sorry.
In closing, just in terms of my current situation, where I am is I didn't know this existed. I never, my lady, we used to talk about this shit. Early in our relationship, I was like, hell no, there's no way. We both need to work because you always are going to be better with two incomes, period, no matter what it is. So I understood it, but when it came to I didn't see this as a fathomable thing.
Yeah.
I never thought this was a part. I also didn't know that the career that I currently occupy, it didn't exist. It was some fairy tale shit. I never heard of this. But the life I'm currently living wasn't one I knew I could live. And so now that I'm here, this shit's wavy.
Why does she not have a job? Is it because she's changing careers,
That's
or is it
important
because
too?
Right.
That's
what I want to highlight.
Why? Like, what is it? Communication is key, people. Period. In every relationship, platonic, romantic, professional, communicate. So we talked about this before we ever jumped into the shit. And we wanted the opportunity for her to be able to stay at home with at the time my son for at least 6 months, like because. Yeah. Maternity leave is bullshit. Like,
facts.
You get weeks, not
in
months.
Her
You get weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I was like, no, if we can do this, we're gonna do this. And of course, I mean, there's people who do it for years, 5 years, a year, whatever. But she said she wanted this, and we've exceeded that. But she's also a person, like JT said, who is. And that's why we're equally yoked, because I'm a dreamer, I'm a creative, and she's a doer. This woman, everything she said she was going to do happened. At the time, it said it was going to happen.
Have y'all had the conversation about her returning back to work though?
That was always part of the plan. Like I said,
this was just
she's a busybody, but she can't just like this. This was part of a greater journey,
and I think that's what makes it different. That's what creates the difference in women, like the type of women that are okay with this and who is and who isn't. I've never been like, so my family. The way that my family is in general, it's a lot of women. You can ask Taylor, you can ask Miles. There's a bunch of women in my family. We got a couple guys, but it's mostly women. Yeah. So every woman around me, they've all been the go-getter. Like, and I have one uncle. My grandma, she got 4 daughters. She had 4 daughters and a son. Girls. Yeah. So my one uncle, he's the baby boy. He's spoiled, so that's something different. But yeah, she had all girls. So for me growing up, I saw all of my aunts be the primary caregiver, the responsible person, the parent for all of my cousins. And my mom the same for me. I'm an only child, but my mom, I saw my mom get up, go to work every day, but I always had everything I wanted, everything I needed, always. And I've always so for me growing up, that was the exception. Like that's what I was supposed to do. That's what I thought that I was supposed to do. But for me, go ahead, Jesse.
I feel like that y'all like. We get that, but with this example, like the post that Zamaria was referencing, she's not doing 50-50.
Right, and that's what the girl,
the woman that we're talking about from the post. So do you all see that? Do you all see real examples
of that? She wasn't paying her way. She's solely sitting at the crib, letting her man take care of everything.
That's what she was describing.
And how do you feel?
Okay.
I felt like that was absurd. So yeah, that was absurd. That was the base of my post.
Speaking of Mike,
that word,
that was absurd. To me.
Absurd. Okay, I got you.
And which is why I had to post it, even though it's controversial. I was like,
And so, how do you feel?
People be talking about 50-50. Y'all don't even have enough money for that. Bro, that was really my thought.
That's where I'm
about 50-50. Thank you. You broke and you talking about 50-50.
Because listen, you are hindering you're limiting your family experience when it's just one single income. But like you can be doing so much with your family, however big your family is, a family of 3, 4, 5, right? I feel like the bigger your family is, you need to have multiple streams of income. Because if you have one single strand of income when it comes
and it gets cut off, then what?
But my question,
then what? Exactly.
That's not the only.
And then on top of that, fam, like what else are you doing? Like, how can you live with yourself if you're the other parent, literally watching the other parent be the breadwinner and doing additional duties in the household? Like how? And then how do you feel comfortable with you utilizing their finances? You know what I'm saying? That's the limitations. So when you go shopping and
what type of woman do you want to be? That's kind of what it boils down to. Honestly, what kind of woman do you want to be in a 50-50 relationship? So there are two different types of 50-50. In my mind, there are two different types of 50-50.
Expound.
So there's actually more than that, but for me, there are two good types of 50-50. Okay. You have a 50-50 like Dino's, where she is at home, she's with the kids, she's not working, she's not doing any, she's not bringing in any money currently. Yeah, however, she's holding it down. She's doing her 50. Mm-hmm. He's doing his 50 financially. That's one form. The other form is, I'm gonna go get it. I got a job. You got a job. We both gonna go to work. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put money in together. We're gonna put our money together. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna do this. We're gonna split the bills. You take the big bills, I take the little bills. Or you do this, because this is the thing. When I moved in, when me and Taylor bought our first house, we weren't married. We were boyfriend and girlfriend. We bought a house together. Taylor has been an engineer, like he said, for 8 years almost. I was a loan processor, y'all. So I was making decent money, but I wasn't touching engineer money. Yeah. So for him to come in, contributing. Right, exactly. But which is what I'm saying with the 50-50. Yeah, so for him, with him, but it would have been insane for him to come in and be like, you know what, we split everything down the middle, 50-50. Yeah. That's not what that means. Yeah. Taylor said, what we're going to do is, how much money do you make? We're going to calculate that up. Cool. You're going to pay this bill, this bill, this bill.
That's exactly how.
That we can do that. And then I got the big bills because I got the big money.
So what's the other example of 50-50?
So the bad example of 50-50, the negative example would be exactly what Z is. That's exactly what she's talking about.
But how is that 50-50?
It's not 50-50. That's why I did the air quotes. They can't see me off camera. Right, cool. I did air quotes. I said it's two different types. Yeah. You saying it's 50-50. It's not though. People, you know what? The one phrase I hate. What do you bring to the table? Yeah. And the women say, "I am the table." No, ma'am.
Stop it, baby.
No, ma'am.
Stop it.
No, ma'am.
And women have been really crazy. Like Dino, like I know you shared something with me earlier that I wish you would like to elaborate if you choose to do so, brother. But fam, like these, like what women are broadcasting with their platforms on social media and media in general about their expectations and their perception of how they want a man, like the type of man that they're looking for.
Men too, though.
Like
it's both sides.
The game has
the spectrum, bro.
Yeah, the game. Iman Shumpert and a few other celebrities have been known and highlighted and noted to say these ridiculous phrases like a man should be able to provide for his woman and not like allow her to contribute financially at all. But
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I have never had no pussy that would make me want you to put in on anything.
But that's because
we stay together, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never had it. Whatever it said, give it to me, bro.
But listen,
I need it. Give me a little taste of it so I can see what that. But I'm just saying, I ain't never had it to where, hey, you just stay here, you don't do nothing. You just stay here.
Well, no, that's imprisonment to me, though. That's imprisonment because
lay on your back.
You want leverage,
and I take care of everything else.
Listen. The angle that I'm coming at, that Miles kind of touched base on, is when a guy does that and makes that the foundation of their relationship, you basically are a dictator in the relationship. You want full control and full leverage to be able to pull out. We talked about this before. A couple of seasons ago, when a man, so Iman Shumpert came out and it was like, a woman shouldn't be doing anything. I'm in control. I mean, like
exactly, yeah.
Like I pay for everything and I take care of everything. You don't have to do nothing, queen. But what he was really saying was, you don't do anything because I run this motherfucker.
And we had also talked about the fact it was like in that situation, in reality, like if he takes care of everything because he's making all the money, baby, you ain't got to do nothing, queen.
Where's the woman's identity?
No. Well, yeah, sure. But where are her assets? Because if he owns everything, he's paying for everything, he's taking care of everything, and something happens and there's no prenup because you met him, you already have money.
Come on.
Then if something goes awry, since you don't have anything of your own.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. I like. Yeah.
That's what we were
Look
talking
at you,
about,
Dino. Sis.
And then also, like,
I care about
Baby
you.
girl.
to be 100% honest, everybody has a pussy, and somebody turns 18 every day.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't just be. You
sound like you talking about Leonardo DiCaprio.
You can't just bank on the pussy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Period. You gonna get something? There's always gonna be another woman that's gonna come along. But
That
for
is
me,
not the-
what JT said, I'm just saying. For me, it's both. It's basically what both of y'all just said. You just said if he up and leave, then what?
Yeah.
And then what JT said. As far as where's her identity? No, seriously, because my whole thing is this. I've just never been the type of person. I don't want anybody to have that type of control over me.
Hold on you.
Exactly. Like, again, like,
but
you,
quote unquote, these women are bad bitches.
that's what you can't do that. I can't do that for you, baby. Baby, that's not gonna work for me.
What do you think, bro?
You know,
Sam
how
don't
we
have a
get
mic.
rid of- it
Oh,
probably
Taylor.
be
You talking about- Oh, you said screw up. My bad.
moot point. But you know how we get rid of the whole 50-50 conversation? I feel like it's really outdated. If you're in a marriage, every marriage should have their income going into a joint account because you're now one person.
Oh shit, wrong button. Sorry.
Hey,
That's good podcast,
So
JT.
if all that money is going into one account, I mean y'all paying bills, y'all paying all the bills out of this one account, y'all paying insurances, dates, everything is coming out of one account, and all y'all are putting y'all money in the same account because y'all are one person now. It's a joint account for everybody. So it's not really.
Respectfully disagree with that.
Oh, I'm just saying to get rid of the 50-50 conversation.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Me and my wife have both two different accounts.
I
We
think you
also
can
have a joint account as well.
Yeah, we have the same thing. Joint and our own.
Exactly. But that would get rid of if everything was in one account. There is no you're paying the big bill, I'm paying the small bill.
We
Everything's
have a
coming out
us
of one.
account.
Just the bills come out.
Exactly. The us account is the bills. That's the responsibility account. That's what I call a joint. A joint account is a responsibility
We
account.
call it the house account.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that account is for financial needs for the family. We decide to do anything. We do that there. The crazy part is like, even if you decide to plan a trip or do a trip or whatever, if me and Taylor decide we're gonna go on a couples trip, I pay my part, you pay your part.
See, I think that's
but-
why I need to go to therapy for
but
this.
yeah, but if we're doing a family
I
trip
mean,
and we're
that's-
taking our son,
I feel
that is
like
a family
the-
account.
Yeah.
We can plan it and we can pay for that out of the joint account.
I feel like the idea of-
Hold on,
exactly,
Key.
exactly.
Taylor, what are you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I brought up that because I feel like the idea of a man has to pay for everything,
yeah.
is
Barbaric.
exactly. It's barbaric. It's from the 1950s.
But social
Back
media
in the
makes
1950s.
And I wouldn't even
But
say
social
that.
media, social media,
I wouldn't even say
it
that.
romanticizes that, right?
I wouldn't even
Miles?
say that.
But
I mean,
it's
because
very old. Like
That's
cost of living has went up. Women now make more money than they did back then.
Well,
back
well,
then they couldn't work.
statistics said-
they don't make as much money as
yeah,
men.
I'm not a
Uh-oh.
podcaster.
Keep pulling out his phone. No,
I'm not a podcaster, man. You know,
Wait, let's go.
But today I was on.
oh, you on your shit, huh? You did some research?
I was on. Listen, brother.
Hey,
listen.
talk your shit, nigga.
Listen.
Come on, let's go.
It just was on the way. We was on the way over. The average woman, right, makes $55,000 a year.
What woman? Just woman? American woman?
American woman.
According to the
American.
U.S. Census Bureau, this ain't no rap cap. You know what I'm saying? The average man makes $77,000. You know what I'm saying?
Which
So
Yeah.
at both of those rates, nobody needs to be talking about 50. Everybody needs to be working. Everybody.
Thank you.
We might need a second job.
Back to
$6. We need to go like what?
Back to that statistic that you said. Under 10%, no more than 10% of Americans make over $100,000, right?
Oh, I see
now,
what you're saying.
bingo.
So with that salary though, with those salary numbers you just pointed out, it shouldn't be 50-50.
No.
I don't believe.
I feel like the person
But
that
that's what
makes
I'm
the
just
most
saying, though.
money should spend the most money on
In the economy that we live in, with those statistics,
and
those averages. Okay.
Now listen. Hold on. Now, brother, speak up. What you said? Say that again for us.
with those statistics that you just pointed out.
Yeah.
If that
The
was
55?
if that was the coming household, your woman make 55 and you make 77.
let's add those together.
The man should be spending the most money on the bills in the house. So it's really not,
Because he makes
if we're
the
talking about 50-50 financially, it shouldn't be 50-50.
Because
whoever
the
makes the
reality-
most money, even if it's the woman, if a woman make 100,000, you make 75.
Yeah.
Damn. I feel like me being the person I am, I probably would still spend more
money. Yeah,
on
because
my
you're a
baby.
man.
Yeah, then
You're a man. Yeah.
But however, like I feel like it should be.
But we were also, I think that goes with your
The way you were raised,
the way you were
correct.
raised. So this is my first cousin. This is my first cousin. We were raised like brothers. Ain't no niggas in our house. It's just our mamas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit. I ain't never seen no nigga go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mama a hustler. My auntie a hustler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm more reluctant to probably go over and beyond because shit, my mama ain't had it. You know what I'm saying?
You mean
Me
you're more
personally,
willing to go?
I'm more willing to. That's why
You said
I'm
reluctant. Reluctant means like you're not likely to.
No, I said more willing. I said I'm more willing to.
Now
do,
you said it.
No, you
to
said
do.
reluctant.
Okay, well,
You
let's
said
I'm sorry. It's tequila. But what I said, I'm more willing to probably go and do more because shit.
I say because
You saw your mama. You saw what your mama went through.
I seen my mama go
But
through.
you have to be.
My auntie go through. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a blessing and a curse, though, y'all. That's a blessing and a
for
curse
sure.
because it's like you're willing to do more because you saw what your mom went through, and you want to make sure that your woman doesn't do that. However, you have to make sure that you're doing it with the right person because, like Z said, this could be the exact same way old boy was brought up, and he thinking he got to go hard because I don't want nobody to have to struggle like my mama did. However, the woman you doing that for, baby, she not worth it because she milking you dry, honey.
Yeah,
She's not helping. Be like Taylor, y'all.
You
If
gotta
anybody,
just-
everybody in, well, not everybody in the room, but like our close friends here, but everybody that knows Taylor, I will call him. I'm not gonna call my man cheap on the radio, but he is very much frugal. But I just watched I watched Ocho Cinco do an interview. He said, baby, you know how you keep money? You don't spend it.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So for like, you know what I'm saying? So so Taylor, he's always been like that since we were younger. Like he's very financially responsible. I however, I am a spender. I am a shopper. But when we got to like, it took him like I had to grow into learning and understanding. It's not about being cheap. You can do. I have a lot of. I like things.
Nah, Taylor, you need to tell her to sit her ass down
but he does.
calm that wallet down.
Look, but he
You got that
does.
joint account.
That
though,
don't
see?
mean I don't spend money on my woman. She has a
Exactly.
lot of,
No, that's what I was getting at. I like things, and he buys me things. But but what he tells me is he very much lets me know. I send him a bag. I want this bag. I want these shoes. I will send it to him. I can send him something every day, and he will spell it out for me. I'm sure after he didn't win it, looked at the account, looked at what's due. Okay, cool. So what you can do is you can get that Valentine's Day is in 3 weeks. What's going to happen is you're going to get that bag for Valentine's Day in 3 weeks. You're not going to get it tomorrow. Don't ask for it again on Friday. I'm like, but I know you get paid on Friday. It's fine that I get paid on Friday, but we can and spread it out. And don't ask me. And I'm gonna buy it on Valentine's Day. And I know your birthday is in March. But don't ask me for nothing until at least April or May because I'm about to spend $3 bands or whatever.
This
You know,
why
you have to be responsible. People are just letting women, like dudes. That's why I said I get a man want social media too. But I understand. But you just said yourself though, as a man who was raised by a strong black woman, you want to be a sole provider for another strong black woman.
I didn't say you didn't hear me say nothing about the soul provided, baby.
I'm just saying you want to go hard. You want to go harder
I'm
for
gonna be honest with you.
a strong black woman.
What I said was, I may go a little bit over, but like y'all heard me say, I got that whole everybody got to pay their way from my mama. You feel what I'm saying? My mama and my auntie, bro.
But what she was elaborating on about the whole joint account and how they manage it, that's the main reason why I refuse to have a joint account with Sam, because I know how I am with finances. I'm going to,
refuse is very
and
tough.
I stand 10 toes down in that motherfucker too. But here's why: because I'm controlling, right? And I'll admit it, right? I'm controlling when it comes to like I'm going to prioritize what we need to, the bills and our goals, and then the means of survival, groceries, gas, and things of that nature. Then the leisure and the niceties.
Do you feel the need to take some of that back, or is
I'm going to be controlling
your role in your marriage? Or do you
say that one more time. Sorry, I cut you off.
Do you feel like that's the role in your marriage, to be that controlling, or do you feel like you need to bring some of that back so y'all can share that?
Share the responsibility.
It's absolutely my role to determine like the direction and the course of where our finances go. I don't have to dictate every single move that she would do.
So you
if we had a
control her
joint,
check,
wait, listen. I wouldn't necessarily dictate every single action that she does when it comes to utilizing the finances if we had a joint account. But if I see that motherfucker going down at some point, like Jay-Z when he called that audit, I'm gonna like to have a sit down with Sam. Hey, all right, you've been doing some spending. Communication. All right. And we need to stop because we have other things that we need to take care of in the future. And I know that that's not your talent. It's not your strength to have that foreshadowing.
Wait.
Personally, I just feel like a joint account is strictly for bills. So that's where the mortgage comes out.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't say that before.
Right.
Okay.
So when
you
I
didn't say that before.
When I said I like things and I shop, I mean, I buy because like he said, we have two separate accounts.
So that's yours coming out of your account.
I can use my own money, and if I send it to him, I want him to buy it at his own money, not out the joint account. That ain't for that.
But listen,
that's with your own self money, not with our money, because us money is for the house. You know.
But I even have some say on her account as well. No. But hear me out. Here's why. No. Okay, I'll hit that button for. Okay, yeah. Listen,
I need to understand.
I know. Wait, let me elaborate, please. Shit, can I finish?
What color elaborate, brother?
Here's why.
Get into that.
Because she wasn't necessarily, her foundation wasn't, like her strength in our relationship for the past 10 years hasn't been finances, and she will even tell you that.
Neither was
and
yours
so
forever.
she can, huh?
Neither was yours forever. You have to learn financial
right, but this is my forte when it comes to the two of us. This is my strength. I'm stronger. Listen, I'm telling you, it's I have a more stronger foundation in the financial realm, and I have more financial literacy when it comes to the two of us. Okay, right. And I would just advise, brother. I wouldn't necessarily have control of her account. That's not what I'm saying. I would just advise, be like, hey, this is what you're trying to do, but you need to think about this and how it impacts these other lanes. And then at that point, you make the decision. Now, if you make the decision, I'm just going to let you know it's going to impact us, and then I'm going to get a certain way. And if you don't want to hear me, bitch, because I'm not going to tell you're not doing that. But if you don't want to hear me complain about it,
do it.
See,
then but if you're not going to do it,
that's cool.
Then this is what's going to happen.
You know what I mean?
Too.
That's cool. Like as far as like
Kyuana shaking her leg and
talking. I'm just saying. Because Taylor. So first of all, I disagree
with you, bro.
I'm
Hold on.
See, I said this earlier. I'm an only child. I am very much. I'm willing to be open and admit that. Yes, I am very, very spoiled. I do not like the word no. However, and I feel like because we've been together for so long, Taylor, I think he's kind of he's found the workaround for that. It's not that he don't tell me no, because he does say no to me. Mm-hmm. He does. But a lot of times now that we're getting older and we're in a more financially like stable and a safe space, and we have money where we put to the side, and he knows I have like my money over here. Mm-hmm. If you have the money to do that, do that. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. And for me and my best friends talk about it all the time. We're good at this with our husbands and our spouses. Okay, I'm gonna buy this right now because listen, I know you saving money, you put money to the side. I'm gonna buy this because I really, really want this, but I wanted you to get it for me, but I want to get it before it's gone. So can you throw me something back on it, whatever can we split it or whatever? And I'm good. I'm good for that. But for me, I feel like we have to we've come to a place where when it comes to finances, if I'm down to my last whatever, obviously I'm smart enough to know that's not important. I can prioritize what's important and what's not.
Yeah. But
however, I can reach out to I have a problem asking. We sit down and we have conversation. Whenever it's something I'm like, I really want this bag, I will break it down to him. This is how much I got. I get paid Friday.
Okay.
So should I buy it and then just because I have a savings account? So I'm like, should I just buy this right quick and then just put the money back in my savings account when I get paid?
Yeah, she gonna make it happen. Right. I'm gonna get this bag. Exactly, I'm just telling you how I'm gonna get it.
Exactly. But then that's
financial responsibility.
But he's kind of like
to an extent.
Oh, that bag just came out, baby. That bag's still gonna be there in 3 more months. You gotta go. You had to go. We talked about this.
Miles, you said that's
go.
Good job.
And
no, nigga, I don't speak for their hands on, boy. What you talking about?
Well, you said that you disagree.
I was talking about your ass.
Oh, okay.
Your ass.
But yeah, no, we try to for me, as I said, with the advisement, I definitely when I know myself and I know because when it comes to shoes and bags, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I have to call and ask. Even if I have the money in my account, because Taylor will tell me, like, because he's very open and honest. He will go if he likes some shoes enough. He'll go spend $700, $800 on shoes, $1,000 on shoes. He'll spend it if he likes it enough, and I can't get them out of my head. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. So if I know that if I call him and ask him, I'm like, hey, I really want it. I'll be like, I want these, but I don't have enough stuff to go with them. He'll be like, don't worry about it. Yeah. But if I buy them, like, these can go with everything. Like, I called him when I called you about those shoes. I called him last week. I bought some shoes. I needed to have them. I couldn't let it go.
All right. Z and D, I got a question for y'all.
Hit them.
All right. Can y'all? Well, D first. Y'all being in that situation. I mean, or not situation, but in this phase that you're in, where she's not working, right? But she wants some bags, some designer bags and designer shoes and stuff. Whatever. She come to you and ask, "Hey, can I go and get this?" What's your response to her?
It depends on where we are financially.
Okay.
Look at them going PC his way out of this, huh? You gonna spend this shit, huh?
Nah, it would.
Okay.
I wholeheartedly believe D no.
It would very much likely.
He didn't even finish yet, nigga.
No, I mean that's. I started with the answer.
You started with his answer, bro.
It's gonna depend on where we are. Like because again, I'm the breadwinner. I'm working for myself on this new entrepreneurial endeavor. There's ebbs and flows. When we up, well, usually when I'm up, I stack, and when I'm down, because it is up and down. But if she comes to me today and says, "Hey, I want this new bag, this designer, these new dats, these red mischief boots," I'm probably gonna look at her, give a kiss on the forehead, and say, "Nah, baby, we can't do that right now."
Not today. Not today. Real
but
shit.
I also know.
And is that not like she's coming to him asking for permission? Essentially,
That's not permission.
Nigga, what? Then what is it then?
No.
You said it depends,
No,
and you determine if she gonna get that or not.
You need to go to therapy.
It's not.
Yeah. Because like,
What, Z? Come on.
because it would be the same. I would never spend more than $500 without talking about it. And all of our money is in a pot. Like all of our money is all of our money is one money, and I would still anything that's over $500. I'm gonna ask
We have budget
if I
committee
should spend
meetings
it or not.
bi-weekly.
No,
Yes.
but
We sit down and
okay.
talk about
So
money.
put yourself in his wife's shoes. If you didn't have any income coming in from your end, but Isaiah was the main. Sorry, I put your husband's name out. But
cool. She said
yeah,
it
okay.
first.
She said it first.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all got your listening ears on. But if he was the sole income.
So, the breadwinner,
and you weren't working at the time, and you wanted some designer Gucci flip flops or heels or a purse.
Gucci flip flops.
You have to go to him asking for his permission, essentially, right? I know it sounds bad, but
I need to do that anyways, is what I'm saying. And maybe that's
you're
not
gonna do it.
and maybe that's not what everybody else's marriage is like. But like with me, I'm going to ask regardless.
You're a good wife.
And
I'm gonna run it by. You have to though.
Yeah.
Come on, get some applause on
you
that.
have
But
to
when
though.
you using words
For real.
like permission,
Because you make it.
That's what it is, though. Like, y'all want to look. That's my problem.
JT.
This is my problem.
Yeah, it is a problem
with black.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
I know, I understand, but is it not the truth?
No, it's not.
No.
How?
Permission,
I'll
brother.
tell you how I look at it. Well, Taylor, go ahead. I'll back though. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I had travel plans for the year, and I've been invited on a couple trips or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So I had a list. I gave that list to my wife and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
I got this place to go to, this place to go to, and this place to go to. Which ones out of these 4 or 5?" Like,
why that's not a good example?
So it's not
because y'all both have income. I'm talking about in the instance where one person is making it. This whole conversation has been rooted in.
It's
one money.
It's consulting, but when I was talking about permission, I was talking about the scenario where one parent or one
Person.
spouse is making income and the other is not. I'm not talking about scenarios where both are making income.
Go ahead,
So
Dino.
you just
So no. I want Taylor to now with knowing that. What is your answer in response to that now? Do you still disagree with what I'm saying?
Yes.
How? Okay, so elaborate.
It's
then.
your verbiage.
Don't use that example though,
No,
because that's
okay,
not
okay.
applicable.
Example gone. If we're talking about a marriage, even if only one person working.
If you're not working, then she is.
It's still our money.
Yeah.
Together. We're a couple.
I think you're the only one with this thought process.
I think, yeah, because I think, okay, so, okay, I got one. So I have a situation where I can do that. Last year, I didn't work for the better part of last year. So my company closed and I got laid off. The whole company closed. So we're done. I don't have a job. I talked about it with Taylor and we had a whole conversation about it because I was looking for other jobs. I was ready to go back to work. But because the mortgage industry was so stressful, my job was stressful and he understood that. He told me it was okay for me to just take a break, take a little bit. You're fine to take a little bit before you go back to work. Tatum, our son, I'm sorry I didn't say his name, but our son, he goes to school, like, you know what I mean? He's gone, but I still did wife things. You got house take, whatever. But when it came to my friends saying, okay, y'all, let's take a girls trip. Let's do this. Let's do that. I didn't have a job. I'm like, I don't have no job. So I'm thinking, cool, well, let's do this. But I mean, I did.
So you're getting.
I'm not.
What did you do next?
I'm not asking.
When you took the girls, when you went on the girls trip.
Because I'm not asking for permission. I'm not asking for permission.
So you telling him, I'm doing this.
So what
with
I
your
did
money.
was, so it's for me. For me, I'm gonna run it by him because we're gonna have a conversation about it, and we're gonna have open dialogue. And I'm going to ask. I'm not gonna ask for permission. I'm gonna run it by you because if this is a trip, this is feasible. Because the thing is, it's feasible. If it's feasible,
cost analysis
exactly.
already.
I've already done this. I ran it through. Yeah. This is a girls' trip where I'm going with my homegirls. We're going to somewhere that my friend lives. So I don't have to pay for nothing. I don't have to pay for it. I just gotta get there. I have to get there. Whatever. So because right now you're the financial person doing that, I'm not asking you, can I go? I'm telling you, I want to go.
How can we make this?
Can we make this work?
Okay.
Exactly. Help me figure out what we're. So what?
What if he says we can't make it work?
So if he says that we can't make it work,
then what? Then what?
It's fine. Then I just can't go.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I'm glad you said that.
But that's not proving your point, though, JT.
No, you're right. Because you consult, but you made it seem like
I'm gonna be very
wait,
sounds way
hold on.
better than fucking permission.
Yeah.
I like your consult word better than permission. I'm gonna use consult from here on out.
Because
I think you got to get out of
but you sell out some dictatorship.
I understand.
You're doing your money, her money. It's us money.
And that's what you keep saying. You keep saying
y'all,
his money.
First off, you're talking at the same time, and two, you're attacking me.
No, you feel attacked. You feel attacked, but that ain't what it is.
Nigga, y'all are literally.
Nah, let me end on this. Well, I wouldn't say end, but nigga, as the only person who, because he's on this, JT oftentimes functions on a binary, so it's like this or that. As a person who is in the,
hey, y'all really.
No, that's not
going in on me right now.
That's not an insult. That's an observation. Sheesh. That's not.
Y'all all felt insulted.
Look, you just feel.
Okay, hold on. Hear me out.
Just don't hurt my feelings.
That's not bad. So, very much we've talked about this, black or white, and I think a lot of the world is gray as fuck.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so we have to be a little bit more comfortable, I think, in this in that gray space. But anyway, that's a whole other tangent conversation. As far as this goes, right, with me being the breadwinner and my woman not bringing in money, Jen kicks ass, yo. You must understand that she's done a lot, and she's also introverted, and she don't like to speak on shit till it manifests. So there's a lot that I'm not talking about that she's already done and is doing. And again,
cool. Give her praise. Yeah,
she's dope as shit.
We are. Yeah.
But I mean, if she's not working, so she's not bringing in bread. But when she comes to me and we talk about money, I'll give you a perfect example. Spring break is coming up. My daughter's going to be off school for a week or some change.
Yeah, great points.
She wants to do things. My wife loves. She's her. Like, she likes getting out, planning family activities, and going. And we're going to go to this. Go to the botanical garden. We're going to go over here to the all this shit I would have never ever done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I love it. It's dope. But she consults me. We talk about it. And some of that shit is like, nah, babe, we don't need to do that one. Or it's, oh, that sounds cool. Yes, let's make that happen.
Dino,
but and
can I interject right there?
She has the, just kind of to put a bow on that thought. She has the agency and the latitude to use our money in the way that she feels she needs to. She doesn't come to me before she goes to the grocery store and ask how much should she spend, because we already know about how much it should be. We have meetings about money, because money and infidelity are like the two biggest causes of divorce. I'm like, we gonna figure that's the shit we gonna make sure don't happen.
That's real.
What do we need to do to make sure this shit don't happen?
I just think that
like
my stance doesn't drastically change. I'm glad that you provided and expounded more on that particular example, Kyuana, because yes, there is a difference between consulting and permission, right? Yeah. But there are also instances where they are one and the same, and I still perceive it as when she comes to you and consults and says, "Hey, this is what I want to do for spring break or whatever. Can we make this happen?" What do you think? Ultimately, you are the one that's going to be the deciding factor.
Oh, see, nah.
Because
that's what we disagree. Point, bro. So let's see that one scenario through and then
to the end.
See, he's seeing it.
We can agree to disagree.
You're seeing that as because you're looking at it as in the sense of
it's his money.
Whoever has the money is making the decision.
Yeah.
As he stated,
it's the final decision. Yes.
No. True. Because we talk. We talk. So like, let's take this. Let's see this example through. And I made a botanical garden because we've been there before. I was like, what the fuck is that? So let's just take that example. Let's say botanical gardens cost $40 for my family to go. Family of four. I'm just these clean numbers, easy numbers. $40 for my family to go to botanical gardens. She lays out 3 different options of some shit she wants to do in town for over the course of 1 week, 1 7-day period. Of those 3, between us talking, compromising, and conversing, we may say, well, that sounds cool, but do we really need to go over here to the Rock Museum? I think that's dope. That's dope. Maybe not that one. Okay, cool. Let's do those.
But you're ultimately the one that's letting her know wait. You're ultimately letting her know.
Let him finish.
We probably can't.
Let him get to the end.
Let him finish.
Let him get to the end because I feel like I see where it's going. So I want to see. Yeah, let him get to the end.
So between that conversation, that compromise, it's not necessarily I'm saying I don't want to go to the Rock Museum. What I'm saying is, of these 3 places, perhaps 2 would be would be what I'm comfortable. What may work best. What do you think about that? How do you feel about just 2?
I was literally about to say that.
If she says, I really want to take her to 3. This theater thing is dope because she's in drama club, and this is dope because. Then I would say, okay,
that makes more sense.
That's dope. Is there another like a play we could take her to within the same time frame that's maybe not $800?
Yeah. So my question,
whatever the case may be, is going to be a conversation and compromise.
Exactly.
But the thing is that, and again,
wait. This is because this is my turn.
Go ahead,
brother. I'm back against the wall. So
look. See, I think you want me to agree with your point.
I don't want you to agree. I want you to see it from a different perspective. But
I do see it from a perspective, and that's literally what I'm about to. Let me respond. Can I please respond?
Get it out.
That's where I was going. Ultimately, you're going to present to her, "Hey, I hear your proposals and the things that you want to do. We can do some of these things, but we also can't do some of them, and here's why." Or you'll spin it to a standpoint to where, hey, here, how about we replace that activity with another one that we can do it? And if she's still not seeing it, then you'll probably elaborate and explain why we can't just do that particular activity that we yes, it's a compromise. It's a consulting. It's a dance, yes, whatever. And I do agree with that. Yes, I do agree with that. All right,
but listen, but you're steady. You're steady on the.
I just said that I agree.
Let me give you what I'm gathering from what you're saying, and the listeners are probably gathering. You still saying that Dino got the final say, bro? He done let you know it's him and his lady that's making a decision.
And when it comes to that particular example, yes, he's right. That's what I just said. In that example, yes, he is.
Okay.
He is telling you that he's not the decision factor. It's him and his wife collaboratively making a decision, and that's what you're not listening to.
No. Look, see, now what you're not going to do is say what I'm not doing. I understand. I just agreed. Agreed.
Okay, got you.
But you think that I'm still on the other side of the fence. I said no. For that particular example, so I guess what Darian is saying, no matter what scenario, it's going to be the same. Okay, cool. Yes. I understand.
Zamaria.
Cool.
That's life.
And I think that this might be one of the bigger things where we're talking about you have to date somebody that likes you and that has a similar goal as you. For sure. Because if my husband says, no, we probably shouldn't do this, it's not because he's being mean. It's probably because financially we probably shouldn't be doing this.
For sure.
And if I'm trying to spend money all wild and we shouldn't be doing this, and I'm trying to do it anyways, we're probably not heading towards
Bingo.
exactly
But,
have some
okay,
conversations.
And vice versa.
That's the point that yes, you were. But that's the point that I was trying to drive home when it came to the permission. Y'all weren't hearing me because of how I was delivering it. So yes, thank you for framing it like that.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right. Okay. Yes, I do understand.
You said permission, brother.
What you say? What you trying to say?
But that was in the same line. Is that not?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
No.
All right. I stand corrected then.
I think
Good job, Z. That's why you get paid and you're a licensed therapist. Right. All right.
No.
Any concluding points?
Yes, I have a concluding point. I think Zamaria made a great point. Date who likes you, and date who morals align with yours. Because there are men out there that want to make all the money, want to be breadwinners, and they don't care what their spouse does. They just want to do whatever. Just don't work. Cool. They're fine with it.
Yeah.
And there are some men and women who want to work and their morals align and they date each other and split everything 50-50, 45, 55 or whatever.
Let's take the numbers off, bro.
Exactly.
I think real niggas and real women do not.
It's some sort of
live in that space of numbers. I'm not a fan of that
balance
bro.
of both parties working and taking care of bills, however they feel fit. And if you don't want to do that, then you find someone who likes that.
Yeah.
50-50. She might. Well, again, I'm not in agreement in the sense of, but I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I think that comes with ego a little bit. That I wouldn't be okay with my woman probably doing the more. You know what I'm saying?
Financially, you mean?
Yeah, financially. Yeah.
Even if she made significantly more than you?
I'm a keep it a bean with you, bro. I probably just ego wise, I probably wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would try to find another couple of more million ways to skin a cat just so I can even it up. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it. I've seen that. I've seen people in that scenario, and there was a point by which there was no way you was gonna do what baby girl can do. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what kind of cat you gonna skin. You can't do that. So
for real.
You gotta be good with. You can't do what she gonna do for you.
And then sometimes it be like that. But I'm saying for myself, bro, I think that we only talking about this whole quote unquote 50-50 is because of what the internet say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some days, bro, it's gonna be up. You gonna be up. You gonna be down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, back to what I said in the beginning, bro. What worked for you? Work for you. That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying, bro? Watch your plate. You ain't on that pocket watching.
That's a good landing place.
I feel like the internet doesn't matter in that point. Only thing that matters is how you and your spouse feels.
Exactly. What worked for y'all, work for y'all, bro. I don't do all that.
How you was muted?
But
he gonna mute me so he can leave.
But nah, man. I just feel like the whole scape. Or the whole landscape of 50-50, but that's whack though. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a matter of nomenclature. It's a difference in lexicon because the way that I use 50-50 is different than even how we're breaking it down. Because you're going like 40-60, but to me, that's like we're getting into like the granularity, the minutia of the numbers. 50-50 is a more figurative thing,
and that's what I was gonna say.
But you know what? It's something somebody OG gave me that I like way better than 50-50 shit. It was like, you should not be giving 50-50. You should be giving
100%. Exactly. Everybody, exactly.
Give as much. And I say this all the time, bro. This is if I write a memoir, it's probably going to be somewhere on the front page. Yeah. I wake up every day and try to be a better me today than I was yesterday.
And that's not that's not just financial. That's 100. Also with time, time, if your woman putting in all the time, like a lot of extra time with your kids, taking them baths, reading them a story, putting them in bed. If you can't do that because you're working, your woman is doing that. Yeah. So that's also a part of that.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not just financial.
Yeah.
Time is, in my opinion, time is
emotionally.
Time is money.
Time is intelligence.
Time is money. Yeah.
I say taught, but definitely helped. She led in that regard. It was hard for me because from where I'm from to say you hurt my feelings without feeling as though I sound like a bitch.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I mean, permission is a horrible word.
Yeah, well, and for me as a woman, because even like Z said, like she was saying, our money, like so y'all, you said that y'all's money was put in a pot. Yeah. So even though that's the case and that's fine, you still have a discussion. Like I'm saying, like I don't see what you guys are doing and see it or think of it as an issue or think that there's something wrong with the fact that you guys are doing it that way. Yeah. And then like we have our money, we have joint account where let's say my check, I say half of my check can go to the joint account and the other half of my check goes into my private account. And then I divvy up that how I want, and same with Taylor. You know, he got his own account, checking savings, same, and then we have a joint. So for me, my thought process is what works for you, like Mal said, like Dino said, what works for you works for you. And it's not about giving 50-50. Because like I said, at the beginning, I was telling JT, like when I work from home, but you can be a work from home mom. I work from home, but Tatum stayed at home with me for a better part of a year. And so I had to be a full-time employee and a full-time mom at the same time. But I still had to go in there and make sure the clothes were washed and dinner was made because he was leaving and going to work every day. And so I got 3 jobs. My friends will tell you, I always tell them, I said, I'm leaving job number 2. I'm going to meet y'all at the gym. Like I literally have to, you got to be a wife, you got to be a mom, and you got to do what you got to do for you. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, you have to be mindful of that. And your partner, you have to be with somebody, like you guys said, that all that aligns in their understanding of that. Yeah. If I'm too tired to cook dinner, I let Taylor know, hey, I'm too tired, and he's fine with that. All right, bet. I know you worked all day. I know you've been having Tatum all day. That's cool. Let me just order something in, or let me go pick something up real quick. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. But if you for a woman to literally be like, I'm gonna just sit at home all day, I'm gonna be at home. When I didn't work, I felt like I had to be moving. I had to be doing something. When I did not have a job, I just couldn't be stagnant. There's no way for me to let him go to work all day and make all the money, and for me to just be, when he come home, for it still to be dirty clothes in the basket. And it's still gonna be like the house still be
hustling you though. I think that's the hustling you. I think that, again, like we
said. Wait. I just need to interject right quick. We gotta wrap up. So let this be the last remarks. Like it's almost a full 2 hours.
Everybody's closing statement.
Right. Closing statements and limited to no more than 20 seconds. All right. For real, because we got 6 people on the mic right now.
We're wrapping it up on Potnas, bro.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, Miles.
And this is a great space. Appreciate you guys for having me on. Yeah, man. I'll be back.
No. I'm talking about final thoughts on the topic.
I'm done with the topic.
We'll do the. Oh, okay.
50-50 is dead. Pay your way.
All right, yeah. Taylor gang.
Date who you want to date. Date who.
So you just gonna steal Zamaria shit?
No, I said we agreed already. Date who morals align with yours. And that's my final joint.
Bruh. Equal yoked. That's good.
What a thief. Niggas, right? It be your own people. Key. Actually, no. We'll end with Key. Actually, no. You need to go next because you have been. If I would have known you was talking this much, I would have. Yeah, we're gonna talk.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No. I think it was a good. You made a lot of great. You made a lot of good points. However,
we done boosted they shit, man.
Yeah, you exactly.
We done walked in their trap and took over their trap. What you talking
about? No. Okay, wait, no. See, this will be y'all's last time on the fucking show. If y'all keep trying to do, you better be careful. Tread lightly.
See,
okay.
I ain't said that.
Last
me
remarks in a 20-second. Don't.
I will get it. That's fine. Go. So my final remarks on the topic is I pretty much just feel like 50-50 is not 50-50. 50-50 is what you make it. Like you don't have to be, you don't just lose the number. It doesn't have to be that. You guys divide and conquer how y'all supposed to, and everything will be gravy. Like y'all don't have to make it about money. Y'all don't have to make it about whatever. Just do what makes y'all happy. Do what's best for y'all as opposed to what the world says is what's supposed to be.
All right. Cool. Dino.
I'm going to do mine in 30 seconds. I'm finna go. I got you. I promise. Check it out. So there's 2 things. First one, I agree. And like I just said, instead of the 50-50 thing, the rule I try to live by, OG gave me was 100-100. Try to give your all. You're going to come up short. You can't give 100 all the time. But if you try to, then you land in a much better place than 50. The other thing I was going to say is it resonates. Somebody earlier said was like, I wake up every day and try to be a better version of myself today than I was yesterday. Every day. You're going to fail some days, but if you try, then again, you aim for the stars, you land on the moon. The third and final thing I would say is one measure, and here's some game for y'all who listening. One measure that me and my wife use to determine, and this kind of goes back to the whole permission versus, consulting or compromise, is we'll ask each other, what is this for you? You want to do these 3 things during spring break? Are these all 10s? How important is it that you go to this on a scale of 1 to 10? Sometimes she'll be on 10, I'll be on 2. Okay, but we'll go to the botanical gardens because I don't give a damn. I've never seen that before.
And your minute is up.
And that's
Thank
all.
you,
I got
Darren.
it. I got it. Congratulations.
Zamaria.
That 10-point scale is the way.
I'm a dance on another topic that, you know, date somebody that likes you, but also like if you want a woman to be submissive to you, you probably should be a man worth being submissive to, and that's probably where this whole
that's a good segue
permission
to,
conversation or what is it, consulting conversation comes from.
That's the real right.
What
there.
is a man? We got to talk about what makes a real man.
Okay. Yeah, Zamaria, I would love to have you back on the show. We would love to have you back on the show. I statements right.
Cool.
And thank you all. You know, Dallas crew for stopping by and being present on here. Y'all were really explosive, more explosive than I was. You know,
we can't. Yeah, that means that we walked in the church.
I yield to you.
Thank you.
Good Miles. No, but seriously, awesome, notable points that you all made on the topic.
Good dialogue.
Beautiful dialogue, and with that. It is time to wrap up this episode and get into the toast, ladies and gentlemen. Is that what you were alluding to, Taylor Gang?
I was asking for
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yes. So, listeners,
you never told your final point.
because
I know what's in this bottle.
You all have said it.
Dark.
You all have said it. I mean, like there was nothing else to, huh?
We didn't say your point.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like
we don't know what your.
It was a collective of everything that you all said.
So you agree with everybody?
Yeah.
What you want me to have a different point?
No, we
just want your point to be your point.
My point was what he said, a little bit of what you said,
okay,
a little bit of what he said,
all right,
really what she said. That I want that to be my point. I wanted to steal that.
Like a gumbo of
absolutely. It's the truth.
I'm gonna be very frank with you about.
No. Wait, you got talking to the mic.
I'm gonna be very frank with you about. This is great.
Yeah,
this is great.
Get your shot glass.
Miles, you need to get married. You're the only one not married.
I know it's not. I know it's not the poison that you like. Oh yeah. You are the single one in the room.
I am the single one on the podcast.
Have some more cherry.
Who am I missing?
As as I stated, and Dino Tad put it on. Okay. I'm working on the best version of Miles, bro. So I think that
I like that.
You know, when we get there, I'll get there. But I do aspire to be married.
That's good. Okay.
I am aspiring to be
married.
Really?
I got partners who don't
married to one woman or to multiple.
I do not believe in polygamy, and I don't even know where you got that from. I think you got that at the same place where you got that permission.
No. That wasn't necessarily a jab to you. I'm just talking about where society is headed.
Yeah. But
that's why I asked.
We don't want to get canceled. I only want one wife.
You're not going to get canceled for saying that you want multiple wives. No,
I would look at you.
They have shows called Sister. Huh?
I have friends who practice.
Look at that.
I would really.
Yeah.
That's another. Okay, we'll talk about that offline. We need a Patreon. We need a Patreon.
Facts.
Because at this point, like, people have been writing to me saying, "Hey, like, I know y'all were talking about and elaborating on some points that y'all mentioned on the show, but didn't finish.
Y'all didn't keep going.
And y'all didn't keep going. We want that exclusive content. We want to be a fly on the wall.
I'm a big advocate for Potnas podcast. JT is a great friend of mine. One of my best friends.
They know how to push each other.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah. One of my best friends, Courtney, who is an ex-partner, as well as one of my best friends. Dino is a really good friend. I am a big advocate for Potnas, so I agree, nigga.
You left Dino out.
I said
he
Dino.
Said Dino.
Oh, you did?
Dino's
Okay.
one of my good friends, bro. Stop it, bro. I actually like Dino more than I like you. What are you talking about?
Shots to that. That's what Ted's
I ain't gonna lie
toasted.
to you, bro.
Dino's a cool guy, bro. For the north side.
Shots to Dino.
All right.
Dino, man.
So wait, was that the toast?
Yeah, man. Hey, no. Shouts to Potnas, bro. I love this.
Anybody else?
This is a form of therapy.
I love the fact that you have this is a great safe space, JT. I love that you guys thought I love that you thought about this. I love that y'all have it. It's amazing, like Dino said earlier. To see black, y'all are strong, y'all are young black men, black fathers and husbands. Y'all got jobs. Y'all still make time to open the floor for a safe space for everybody to talk. We're all like
raise those glasses.
that, period. So come on now, y'all.
And by the way, he do have us drinking Crown, and I am not a part of the Crown. I just want to throw that out there.
I haven't drank this in about 2 years.
That was horrible.
we haven't done an actual toast
Wow.
with shot glasses.
That was crown
and
what? Vanilla? Maple syrup? What was that?
yeah, that was delicious.
I haven't had that in such a long time. That
The nerve
actually
of him
was-
to say deliciousness.
Wow, this tequila thing was real.
All right, we're 6 minutes away from 2 hours. Y'all might as well we're not done. Don't take the phones off. Any last remarks, whatever. Like again,
I mean, you cut us off, bro. You toasted.
No, that was the toast. But like any y'all want to promote anything, especially you, Zamaria? Like you don't want to? Okay, cool. Give a shout out to anybody.
Hey,
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mama, my cousin, hey, little Ray Ray.
Okay, Ray.
I want to shout out to Tatum. He's at home. He's sleeping finally, but he finally went to sleep, y'all. But I want to shout out to Tatum. He'll watch it. He love his Uncle JT, so he be watching.
yeah.
Every time he see his uncle on my phone. That's my Uncle JT. Yeah,
Right.
so he loves it. So baby partners is a thing. We gotta figure it out.
Can we put that together? Because Joy is mad at me.
Yeah.
The only static that I have with my daughter is the fact that she has not been on Potnas podcast. No,
That's
I'm
cute,
dead
bro.
ass.
That's
She's like,
hilarious,
"When
bro."
Can I come on and talk? I mean,
Yeah.
I got things I need to say.
no, she's serious too.
Taylor, you had a good time. Did you feel like you got a little bit more into your insecurity out by speaking? You did.
And that was deep.
That was really good, bro.
That was good podcasting right there, JT.
I mean, I'm comfortable with you people, so I just, I'm just talking.
Yeah, but you also
Celebrate.
But
speaking
you also
to
speaking
thousands of people.
that are also
Yeah, I
gonna know
didn't
that.
feel that. I'm here with y'all.
Yeah, he now put it on. He now put it on your mind.
That was a lot of.
I'm thinking about it. Be quiet.
Yeah, you would've run
No,
out
let
the
me tell
door.
y'all this. Like I've seen so much. I've seen tremendous growth in Taylor. You all for sure, but specifically, I want to highlight Taylor because I know that this ain't necessarily his steez, right?
Yeah.
And this is really riveting. Getting into these chairs and explaining and talking and providing your insight and your thought process and your input on topics, news, and shit,
Yeah, shit.
right?
Yeah, no.
And people hold you to words nowadays,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so you all having the courage to do this, but especially him, like this ain't his steez, and this is not his strength. He talked about that being his insecurity. So I applaud you, brother, for having the courage to be on here for sure. The day after your birthday, you know what I mean, and you overcame a lot. You know what I'm saying? You overcame a lot.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a whole new outlook on life now.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's a whole. We didn't highlight that, man.
But the thing
I
is,
know.
hey,
that
but
would
the
have been
thing
a
is,
whole nother.
yeah, 2 hours. But the
You wanna
thing
come
is-
back?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Oh
But
yeah.
the thing is though, bro, is that only JT will probably get you to do a podcast. It's probably the funny thing about it. Like when he agreed to it, I was like,
Or a dance number.
hell no, that ain't gonna be on nobody.
Oh, so that caught you by surprise when he said he was up to it.
I was
earlier
very
today.
shocked.
I was
He
shocked.
told me the other day, and I was very shocked. I said, "You're gonna be on the podcast," and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be." He talking. He invited me to come and talk and stuff.
Well,
I
I
said,
mean, yeah.
"And you're gonna do that."
Adventure Boys back in this bitch. Hey, let's go, man. Come on,
It
man.
was the same thing when Jen agreed to be on. I was like, "Oh, where you want to do that?"
Yeah.
Oh, you were surprised by that too? When Jen came on?
Yeah.
Is she gonna come back?
I think she wants to. She was.
Tell her to come through,
I
bro.
heard her reacting with her AirPods on to some shit you were saying on one of the episodes.
Yeah, drop the kid. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that offline. But make sure you drop the kids off the grandparents' house. Z, thank you. We know you got a family that you got to get back to, but thank you so much
Amen.
for just taking the time and sacrificing your time and you kind of like
We
your
gotta have you back.
reputation
We gotta have
to
you
be
back
on
for
the
sure.
pod and kind of give your insight. With
yeah.
you being a licensed therapist or whatever, that's huge. And
On the 50-50, like husbands can take care of the kids too. Like
yeah, come on now,
kids,
come on,
them
man.
his kids.
1000%.
Yeah, nah, for real. No, only thing that I would lead or end with is by you saying that, that she is a therapist. I would say, man, hey, black men, find you a therapist.
Black
man.
women too.
Black women, black men, man, find you a therapist, man.
I feel like the black community,
Yeah, lock
they
in.
don't do that enough. They
Lock
don't.
in.
They don't talk about it. They don't discuss it enough, and they feel like we've always, as a community, swept things under the rug. And you'll be all right. That's my
strong.
family.
Yeah.
Be
They good with the
strong.
you strong.
good.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's okay not to be
Yeah,
okay, man.
and it's fine, and it's okay to go and talk to somebody. Sometimes you need that extra perspective that's not non-biased. You need that sometimes,
Just
and that's
try it.
cool.
You need a sounding board. I was having a conversation with somebody this week actually, and I stated that I think that I'm gonna be in therapy for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of I need to have somebody to get these thoughts off. You know what I'm saying?
That's healthy.
Yeah, you know,
and that can't always be your significant other or your mama or your...
I don't. Yeah. It cannot be your significant other. It cannot be your. You need somebody that is unbiased and that's gonna tell you, hey,
and trained.
that ain't right.
But you can select your therapist now.
That you need a therapist. I said that. This is when I realized.
We're getting into a whole nother tangent, but we got to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you need a therapist because if you can't be your significant other, because when I get on his nerves, he can't tell me that I'm doing that. He needs somebody to talk to.
Please don't do that.
Well, I was talking about selecting men and like men versus women and women versus men, and then on top of that, like just having the same therapist being the same ethnicity as you too. But I know it's more so about the credentials.
Oh no! I'm going black
and the background.
I'm going black.
You going black? I'm going black. Is that what you pride yourself on with your clients?
I actually didn't become like a black girl therapist until I moved to Austin, just because there weren't that many black therapists.
Okay.
I specialized in suicidal ideation in teens, but whenever I moved to Austin, I just got an influx because people were like, "Oh, another black therapist? Oh, cool!" And I just now like 85, maybe 90% of my caseload are black, like women and men. So
And do you do? And I know we're wrapping up, but do you do couples therapy?
No.
You don't. Oh, you're not. That's not your realm yet.
No, that's not my realm.
You refuse to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to be objective, and I'd be like, leave.
What? I ain't no cap. Look, cap.
If I can't be objective, I don't even do it.
That's right.
And the thing is
professional responsibility.
With you saying that, I ain't never asked my therapist if she was married. You know what I'm saying?
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we have for this episode. Don't take the headphones off yet. All right, starting. That's all we have for this episode. Follow the Potnas on all social media platforms, starting with Miles.
Yeah, Miles.
How many underscores specifically do you have in your @name, bro?
2 S's, but the way you spell it is MILESS ___. So about 3.
So it's 3 underscores or 5?
Follow me, bro. My name Miles, baby.
Okay, all right. Taylor Gang.
I am T Townsend with 2 underscores on Instagram.
T Townsend.
And that's different for you, bro. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah. Key.
I am still Kyuana B Killing. Kyuana B _Killing. KYUANA B _Killing.
All right. Zamaria.
The Zamaria show.
Okay. Oh yeah. Look,
I need you to spell Zamaria for me so I can go follow you.
No.
ZA Maria.
Hey.
Love that.
Dino.
You can find me at the dictionary. That's THE_DIXONARY.
You can follow me at I know JT. Follow the Potnas Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at POTNAS Podcast. For all of our latest content, visit our website, www.potnaspodcast.com, to stream all of our previous episodes and leave us a 5-star review. All right. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you keep writing in, providing all the feedback. We love y'all. We appreciate all the support, and we continue to grow. All right. And we hope that you grow with us. All right. Remember, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe. Reporting live. Out. We out, baby. Peace.
Yeah, man.